Dodge City is wearing the yellow United Way uniforms tonight with the gray pants. Texas Revolution with the black pants and shirts, the white numerals, the red shoulder pad lining, the blue sleeves, and the black helmets. So they, with the red, white, and blue star. It'll be Solomon handling the kickoff duties for Texas because of an injury to Garrett Palmer, so he is not here. So we'll see. And of course, Wendell Davis made the joke to me before the game that we're going to go for two every time. For some reason, I find that hard to believe. Carson is back deep. Dominique Carson, who is #1 in all-purpose yards, and the kick by Solomon sails out of bounds as Dodge City will be moving from right to left. It's a good starting field position for the Law on their opening possession.
Boy, Mike, you like that. Just going to set us up right at midfield. Going to give us a great opportunity already in range, obviously, for Alex Fambro. Going to be interesting what Sean Ponder has seen out of this defense and try to take that speed where they come from the outside and see if we're going to be able to counter that. Maybe with, like I said, something up the middle, quick hitters to the outside.
Mac Randall was a question mark. He is on the offensive line to start with those back spasms earlier this week. 1st and 10, Dodge City right at midfield, moving right to left, with 3 receivers to the near side left. 2 in high motion as Floyd takes the snap. Hands off for Carson, and he is blown up. Behind the line, Robert Williams drops him back at the 23. So forward progress, it's a loss of 2. It'll be 2nd down and 12.
Boy, Mike, and we tried to run that right up the middle, get that little isolation, what I call that. But nothing right there at that time. Also note, Rashad Washington, great running back out of Wichita, goes up to K-State as a running back, but converts over to defense. He's got a lot of tape on that arm. May have a cast under there also.
2nd down and 12, Law at their own 23. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Floyd takes the shotgun snap, whistles one left for Vincent, and it's incomplete. Up the numbers near side at the 10. Back in coverage for the Revolution was Jeff Willis. It'll be 3rd and 12, Dodge City at their own 23.
Boy, had that too, Mike. Went right down there. All of a sudden, when Vincent makes that cut to the outside, the ball is in the air just over 3.
Josh Floyd on the year is completing 60% of his passes, 8 touchdowns to only 2 interceptions. They've been back-breaking picks, though, we should say. 3rd and 12. Dodge City 4 of 8 last week. They are 14 of 27 on the year from their own 23. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Floyd takes the shotgun snap. 3-man rush. Under pressure. Dances away from a sack. And he fires over the middle. Caught by Carson. Breaking tackles 15-10. And Dominique Carson down near the 8-yard line. A little improvisation by Josh Floyd as he broke a couple of tackles, and Carson wiggles free down to the 7.
Man, that is just a great play right there. Could feel the pocket collapsing on him. All of a sudden, linebacker comes up, was able to make just a flip out with the hand, Mike. Carson did a great job of paying attention to the game, able to turn around and make that catch, and then get lots of yardage downfield. Just a great play there by a great athlete.
Solomon is the one that saved the touchdown, at least momentarily. It's a gain of 20. 1st and goal at the 7. On the near hash for Dodge City with trips to the right. Right foot in front of the left. Floyd takes a chest-high snap. Under pressure again. Slips a tackle. Slips another. Breaks a 3rd tackle and finally goes down. That's the 7th sack recorded by this defense. And the one that bared down was Giorgio Walton from Bacone College. Records the sack back at the 14. It's a loss of 7.
Mike, they're going back to meet at a certain point back there, just going maybe 4 to 5 yards back in and then come in and attack. Did a great job that time as they go to the outside, beating us with their speed right now. We're going to have to get back and get into them. I think that Coach Flanagan talked about catching them. We're going to have to do a better job in that.
2nd down and goal. Near hash, Dodge at their own at the Revolution 14. Opening drive, no score. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Option read. Floyd hands for Carson. Trying to break free. He cannot. Sweeping to the right. Walton meeting up with Roger Stewart. And for the 2nd time, Carson dropped behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And Ross, it's the quickest defensive line we've seen in 2 years covering the indoor game.
Well, this team has done a very good job of pursuing the football, too. And really, I mean, for a play like that, maybe Josh didn't get the good read on that one because it looked like that the read could have been to keep the ball and head right up the middle himself. Gave it to Carson, going to try to use his speed to get to the outside. That was just a good defensive play.
3rd and goal from the 16. It's the sixth play of this opening drive. 11:10 to play first quarter from the right hash. Floyd out of the gun. Twins right, single receiver left, and the whistles will blow this play dead. And it's Dodge City using their first timeout with 11:03 to play in this first quarter. This is the opening drive for Dodge City alongside Ross Miller, Mike Philosoph. So opening kickoff goes out of bounds. Dodge facing a 3rd and 12 after Carson lost a couple and then an incomplete pass to Vincent. And then a little improvisational shovel pass, which if you rewind back to the Salina game last year, actually set up that game-winning field goal by Alex Fambro. So they gained 20 yards on 3rd and 12. Then on 1st and goal at the 7, Floyd is sacked by Walton. 2nd and goal, Carson loses 2. And now 3rd and goal back at the 16. Ross, they've had 3 negative plays out of the 5 that they've run on this opening drive.
Mike, you've got a defense that pursues, likes getting up the field. Well, how do you take care of that? Quick hitters to the outside, maybe even a misdirection where you have the, I'll call it the end around, if you will. Something to get them flowing one way and then go the opposite direction, get them to freeze.
Reminder coming up at halftime, my interview from earlier this week with Hall of Fame wide receiver Tim Brown. That comes your way at halftime. 3rd and goal. He's also the GM of the Texas Revolution. 3rd and goal law at the Texas 16. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Here comes the blitz. They pick it up. Floyd stands in, fires to Young over the middle. He's got it at the 7, moving from right to left, and he's tackled upside the numbers at the 5. Frankie Solomon brings him down after a gain of 11.
Mike, great job by the offensive line that time. Just did a good job keeping the defense off of him. Josh could step into that throw and then just made a nice pass.
So now it's 4th and goal from the 5, at least more manageable. And on this opening drive, it's the 7th play. 4th and goal, near hash at the 5. Dodge on the year 4 of 9 on 4th down. Vincent and Davis trot to the right. Young will join him. 3 receivers right, 2 in high motion. Floyd takes a waist-high snap, 3-step drop, whistles to the back of the end zone, incomplete. And Texas gets a defensive stand on their first possession, and Dodge City crumbles at the 5-yard line.
Had Young coming across the middle in the end zone at the front. Back behind was Brandon Vincent. Had his man beat also. Thing is, pass just a little bit high right there. Again, offensive line did a great job. That time, Josh just wasn't able to deliver.
So we'll see the Texas starting offense. They'll be moving from left to right, no score with 10-12 to play here in the first. On the offensive line, Cameron Young, Roy Richards, and Michael Wormley, who played for the league champion Wichita Wild last year. Receivers, Jonathan Haggerty, Brent Reese Jr., and Ronald Godden. Darius Fudge, who has 9 touchdowns to lead the league, is the tailback. And Robert Kent Jr., who spent some time in the NFL with the Tennessee Titans, is at quarterback. 2 in high motion on 1st and 10, takes the shotgun snap. Kent stands in, wants the bomb, looking down the sideline. It's caught by Haggerty. And he's all the way down to the Dodge City 7-yard line as he was working on Cashman Thomas. It's a catch and run of 38 and a 1st and goal.
Cash just lost where he was, Mike. He knew he was in the vicinity, just wasn't able to find the football in time. But Haggerty, Mike, is a very good receiver. Going to be a guy it's going to really cause us a lot of problems. That time, Cash, like I said, was all over him. Then all of a sudden, just fell off of him just a little bit. That's all he needed.
1st and goal from the 7. This time Kent under center. Hands for Darius Fudge. Breaks the tackle up the middle. And he's down near the 5-yard line. Ja'Cory Quarterman was the first one to plug the hole. Gain of 2 at 2nd down and goal.
Looks like Wisconsin's going to get their 35th win of the year. 3 minutes to go in the ball game. Still a lot of time left. But they are up 74-64 over Arizona.
2nd and goal now from the 4. They push it forward a yard, so a gain of 3. Haggerty goes left. Reese Jr. to the near side right. Kent takes the shotgun snap, misdirection, handoff to Fudge. Sweeping right, and he's upended by Cashman Thomas and Ja'Cory Quarterman at the 4-yard line. No gain, it's 3rd and goal.
Man, great job that time. Love was in the backfield also, but nice play right there by our defense.
So Texas gets a defensive stop on their first defensive possession. They get a 38-yard quick hitter on 1st down. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 4. Kent out of the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 right. It's a jet sweep handoff. Breaking free is Brent Reese Jr. Moving left, he's inside the 5, and he's across the goal line. Touchdown.
Boy, Mike, it just takes that little hesitation of coming over there, getting that handoff, and just freezes just a little bit. seemed like Green, as Green was sitting there, just made the great progress getting upfield, just wasn't able to wrap it up. Nice play there, though, by Green, but a good offensive call.
4-yard rushing touchdown, and they weren't kidding. They will go for 2. Their kicker, Garrett Palmer, is out. So the offense will stay on the field. With 8:13 to play here in the opening quarter, an impressive opening drive after the defensive stop by Texas. Kent out of the shotgun. 4 receivers, 2 either way. Play action, under pressure, throws back of the end zone, incomplete. In and out of the hands of Ronald Garden along the back wall. As Mark Sterling had the coverage, so the 2-point conversion is no good. With 8:13 to play, though, here in the first quarter, it's 6-0 Texas on Z98. Alongside Ross Miller, Mike Pilasoff, so Texas on their opening drive after they got the defensive stop. They go 4 plays, 45 yards. The 38-yard quick hitter to Haggerty up the sideline was the big play, and then Brett Reese on a jet sweep took the handoff running left, ran it in from 4 yards out. 2-point conversion, no good, and it's 6-0 Revolution.
Boy, that was quick, too. My thing is that we were able to drive down the field. We just couldn't get it to pay off. We did have really a nice play call there on 4th down, able to bring 2 guys, sweep them just basically about 8 yards apart across the middle. Couldn't complete the pass. But the Revolution just go right down there. And really, they had to work hard for those last couple yards. Thing is, Mike, got a long way to go in this ball game, obviously. Offense is going to be all right. I've liked what I've seen out of our offensive line, especially our last couple series is on that play.
So Dodge City, offensively, after they picked up a 3rd down, they had 3 negative plays on that opening drive. This defense is something they have not seen thus far this year, and maybe not in the year and a half that this franchise has existed. Sean Ponder has seen it before. Solomon will kick. His last one was an adventure, went out of bounds. 6-0 Revolution. This one, an end-over-end short kick, fielded by Carson at the 7. Up the middle, 15-20. Spins out across the 20, out near the 23. Solomon, the kicker, is the one that brings him down after a 16-yard return.
Boy, great field position again for the DC Loss. If we're going to be able to do something, get it downfield real quick. Like, Sean Ponder every now and then, Mike's on that 1st down, likes to throw it deep. Let's see what he gets lined up here.
Dodge City trailing 6-0, just over 8 minutes to play in this first quarter. Revolution on their opening drive going 4 plays, 45 yards in about 2 minutes. What's Dodge City's response? Vincent and Young come to the left, Dello Davis to the right. King Jack Washington in, he's into the left. Floyd, who takes the snap, handoff for Washington, wiggles to his left, and he's near midfield, but not much running room again. Roger Stewart was there to combine on the stop with DeMario Dixon, who is the franchise's all-time leading sack man with 12. It's a gain of about 1.5 yards. It's 2nd down and a long 8.
Mike, a nice crowd here, still filing in. Really like the fact that they get out there and having those tailgates before the start of the game. We saw it on the east side, big group on the east side. Then one over here off to the west side also. Really neat.
2nd down and 8, right near midfield. Floyd takes the shotgun snap, pumps, fires, end zone. Davis has got it. Touchdown, Dodge City. This time he burns past Cody Berry. 25 yards, and there's your bounce back for the Law.
Mike, all Dello was able to do is he came down there using that great speed. He looked to the inside. He ran a straight route right down the sideline. Looked to the inside just briefly, able to just have Barry slow down just a little bit, thinking he's going to make that cut. And then, bam, turns on the jets right down the line. And then great throw there by Josh Floyd, too. Right on the money. Nice play.
Floyd's 9th touchdown pass of the season. And now Alex Fambro on for the extra point to give Dodge City the lead. Special teams could be the difference in this game because Texas is without their normal starting kicker. Young will hold. Fambro's kick is right down the middle. 7:14 to play first quarter. 7-6 Dodge City on Z98. Dodge City's response after Texas scores. 2 plays, 27 yards. It's Floyd to Dello Davis, a 25-yard touchdown strike. The extra point was good. 7-6 Dodge City with 7:13 to play here in this first quarter. Solomon returns the opening kick from about 7 yards deep in the end zone to the 10-yard line, where he's upended by Dejon Love.
Mike, that's great kickoff coverage. Why? Alex Fambro did a great job on that kick. Able to get it high enough, let it sit up there a little bit, put it into the end zone, made him bring it out of the end zone. By that time, we had it smothered by the 10-yard line. Great job.
So Texas went 4 plays, 45 yards in about 2 minutes on their opening drive. 7-6 Dodge City. 7 minutes to play first quarter. 1st and 10 Revolution moving left to right on the right hash at the 10-yard line. So Robert Kent, this is his 12th professional stop. He's under center, the quarterback. Fakes the toss sweep, swings it right. It's caught by Haggerty, and he is immediately tackled by Cashman Thomas, and Marquise George gains 11 just outside the numbers to the right. Gains a yard, to the 11. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
Great job that time, getting to the outside and rallying to the football. George using speed to get outside on that play. Helped to bring him down. Nice play.
2nd down and 9. Texas at their own 11. 2 receivers left, 1 right. They split out Darius Fudge to the right. Kent takes the snap under pressure on a slant left, and it's incomplete. In and out of the hands. He hit Haggerty right on his chest at the 15. Dejon Love is the one that knocked it free. It'll be 3rd and 9.
Great job by Quarterman coming right up the middle, and might have maybe rushed Kent just a little bit, but he still delivers it right on the numbers. That's a ball that Haggerty's got to catch.
Texas 4 of 11 on 3rd down last week. They're 46% on the year. That's 5th best in the league. 3rd and 9. Texas at their own 11-yard line, trailing 7-6. Trips to the left. Fudge the single setback. Kent under center. Takes the snap, play action, back to throw. Wide open on a crossing pattern. It's hauled in by Reese. Down the sideline, 20. Into plus territory and slammed into the wall at the Dodge City 17, where he's finally stopped by Dejon Love. It's a catch and run of 22 and a Revolution 1st down.
And Mike, all they're doing is being very active right now. Like I said, they're a little fake toss sweep, a little fake handoff, something, anything that you can do, Mike. Try to delay the the D-backs, if they're looking in the backfield, which they shouldn't be. And then also the linebacker, too. Anytime you can freeze anybody like that on defense, that gives you that advantage.
Move it to the 16, so it's a gain of 23. Reese, who played at Ouachita Baptist, was a first-team all-conference player there. 1st and 10 Revolution at the Dodge City 16. Kent in the shotgun. Reese to the right, motions across the formation, play action. Kent looks left, fires left, wide open is Reese, makes the catch at the 5 and trots in. So they fake the jet sweep to Kent, from Kent to Reese, and then Reese comes across the formation. They lose him as he slips up the sideline, makes the catch, and it's a 16-yard touchdown pass, Kent to Reese.
Man, Mike, they were able to hide that play and did a very good job on that as he's sitting there thinking, and Kent did a great job selling it also. Looking to his right, then all of a sudden, bam, goes to the left, wide open.
Offense stays on the field. Texas will go for 2. Without their kicker as Kent is under center. It's a quick pitch to the left. Reese has got it, and he's in. So the 2-point conversion counts. It's a sweep to the left, and Reese has accounted for both of the touchdowns here in the early going. 4:40 remaining first quarter. It's 14-7 Texas on Z98. Right now, Dodge City seems to be off balance a little bit on the defensive side of things. 4 plays, 40 yards as Kent hits Brett Reese. So they fake the jet sweep to Reese, and he slips free up the left sideline, and he's wide open, makes the catch. His 16-yard touchdown pass takes 2:34 off the clock. 2-point conversion is good, and Texas leads 14-7 with 4:40 left here in the opening quarter.
Mike, we've got a shootout, no pun intended, before the Dodge City Hall, but right now you got to think that Dodge City's, I like where we're sitting at. Right now we'll get the defense figured out. Offense is all good, but I think the strength right now can be DC Law's favor. Solomon, the defensive back, really not a solid kicker, but he's putting us in great field position right now. And that's where we've really taken, I think, our lead right now, getting that great field position.
Dominique Carson stands at the goal line. Cashman Thomas at the 10, awaiting the kick from Frankie Solomon. Played at New Mexico, an end-over-end kick, and Carson takes it at the goal line. Up the middle, 5 to the 10. Stutter step move at the 15. Jitterbugs back to the right, and he stood up near the 17-yard line. And the one that's in on the tackle again is Frankie Solomon. That's his second special teams tackle, so he's doing everything thus far. Combining in on the stop was Jordan Brown, who was just signed earlier this week. Mark him at the 17. And there was a penalty after the kick. Was that a face mask?
And I think that's what it was called, Mike. I didn't hear it very well. But we'll take the extra yardage. But like I said, it was incidental, it looks like, because it's just a 5-yard penalty. Now, there's no time to panic. We got a long way to go in this ball game. 4:25 left in this quarter alone.
They moved the ball right near midfield. Well, the field position game right now being won by Dodge City. Clock now being ordered to run. 1st and 10 Dodge City at midfield after the penalty. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Davis outside the numbers to the right, and Young and Benson split to the left. Floyd out of the shotgun, 2 in high motion, takes a bell tie snap. Fires to the near side left, caught by Brandon Benson on his back at the Texas 20-yard line, where he's brought down by Willis. And that is a gain of 5. It'll be 2nd down and 5.
North Carolina Central product Roger Stewart put some pressure on Floyd. Floyd able to get rid of it. You like to have Vincent catch that right in the numbers because he's going to get you extra yardage. But a great job just getting that ball early out to Vincent. Vincent made a nice catch.
2nd down and 5. Benson comes out. Dodge City at the Texas 20, trailing 14-7 with just under 4 to play here in this opening quarter. 2 receivers, right, 1 left. Floyd takes a chest high snap. Here comes the blitz. Pumps right, fires back to the left for Jeffrey Cameron. And it's out of the end zone. Back in coverage was Willis, who was step for step. That went into the party section. And it's going to be a roughing the passer, though. A late flag came in, and Floyd was hit. They came on a blitz up the middle. And that'll be an automatic first down for Dodge City.
And Mike, when they call roughing the passer on this, I think this was with a helmet going to the helmet, trying to really misdirect, I said, if you will, direct the head into the head of Josh Floyd, and that's not a good play right there at all.
Half the distance, moves it to the 10, first and goal. 14-7 Texas, 2 Brett Reese touchdowns. With 3:20 to play here in the first quarter, Dodge City's lone score, a 25-yard strike, Floyd to Dello Davis, who comes to the near side left. Jeffrey Cameron goes right with Mo Young. 2 in high motion, Floyd takes the snap. Balanced stance, hands for Carson, right up the middle, and check that, that's King Jack Washington. No, check that again, that it was Carson, as he squeezes out 4 near the 6-yard line before he's brought down by Walton. It's a gain of 4. It'll be second down and goal.
When Carson has to pick up a blitzing linebacker, that's Stewart. Stewart's 240, Carson 165. A little bit of a mismatch right there, but a great read that time, I think, by Josh Floyd right there. Carson, nice carry.
Cameron left. Dello Davis goes right. Mo Young in a slot left. Second and goal from the 6. Floyd takes the snap. 3-man rush. Steps up in the pocket. Now bounces to his left under pressure. Breaks the tackle towards the numbers. Fires out of the end zone, incomplete. Jeffrey Cameron was the nearest Law receiver as he was matched up towards the back of the end zone with Cody Berry, who played at Texas San Antonio. It'll be third and goal, Dodge City at the 6.
Josh going through progressions right there. Number 1 receiver wasn't there. And all of a sudden, the clock ticks out. But as he makes his turn, Mike, to get away, really the offensive line did a good job. He turned right into the defensive player, and I believe that might have been Dixon.
Third and goal, Dodge City was aided massively on this drive with 2 penalties, 1 a personal foul late hit.
I like the fact, though, that he got rid of the football.
Third and goal from the 6 with 3 receivers left, 2 in high motion. Floyd takes a chest-high snap, 3-man rush. Steps up at the 10, breaks a tackle at the 5, pushing forward, and he's in. Josh Floyd for a touchdown as he ran over Frankie Solomon.
And Mike, we had time back there. He looked. Nothing there, could feel a little bit of heat. Took off and go. The first initial reaction was thought he was going to be tackled. Realized that he'd slipped the tackle, and then it was just get to the goal line. Did a great job.
Josh Floyd, who coming in at 5 rushing touchdowns, that's number 6. And the extra point now by Fambro can tie the game. So each team has responded. Remember, Dodge City took their opening drive, was in the red zone, and they were not able to convert on 4th down. Mo Young will hold for the extra point. Snap is back, the placement is good, the kick end over end, and it splits the uprights. 1:36 left in the first, tied at 14 on Z98. So Dodge City evens the score. 4 plays, 33 yards in 3 minutes and 4 seconds. Josh Floyd, a 6-yard rushing touchdown as an end-over-end kick sails off the back wall and then ricochets over the wall. And that'll put the ball at midfield for Texas. So good starting field position for them. But Dodge City has responded each and every time. We're tied at 14 alongside Ross Miller, Mike Phillisoff here at United Wireless Arena. So Texas at midfield, they have not been been able to be stopped on the offensive side of the ball.
3 yards is all that Alex needed to pull that off just a little bit. That just barely got out of the, I mean, really is a good job there by the return man to let that ball go. His back was up against the fence, saw it was above his head. Go ahead and let it go. You're going to get the ball at the 25.
First down right at midfield. Going wide left is Haggerty, now more tight left. So now 3 receivers to the left. 1 in high motion. Play action, Kent. Back to throw on a 5-step drop. Some happy feet as he steps up. He'll pick up positive yardage as he ducks down near the 21. As Jamar Seard was in pursuit from behind. They'll mark his knee down at the 22. So a gain of 3.
Great job by the defensive backs, though, Mike. They wouldn't allow any receiver wide open. As Kent looked, could feel the pressure coming, stepped up into the pocket, decided to take off. Great job there by the D3 up there.
2nd and 7, Texas at the Dodge City 22. 3 receivers left, 1 right. Fudge will now motion across the formation with a flag coming out. And let's see if this is an illegal formation. It's a false start against Texas.
Mike, Allen, Texas. Beautiful place. I've, for years, have gone down the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Just absolutely love that area. Allen, just a suburb. Roughly about, I'm going to say about 90,000 people. Have a big-time high school down there, and they just put in a brand-new football stadium in 2012 for the called Eagle Stadium. Massive.
2nd and 12 at their own 23, and jumping into the neutral zone was Rico Brooks, who was lined up as a defensive lineman. And this might give the 5 yards right back to Texas. So put the ball right back to the plus 22. It'll be 2nd down.
Eagle Stadium is the home of the Allen High School multiple state championships. At Mike, this high school, if you ever get a chance to go online, you need to see this football complex. I mean, it's just unreal. I'm just going to guess 20,000, 30,000. Sorry, I didn't see the numbers on that, but this is a big, big place. Beautiful place.
2nd and 7 at the plus 22. Quick out. It's caught by Haggerty up the near side numbers, and he plunges forward inside the plus 20s. Dejan Love meets him head on at the 18-yard line, gain of 4. It'll be 3rd and 3.
Love made a nice play on that, Mike. Fought off the blocker, was able to get in there and make that tackle.
And that'll be the end of the opening quarter. So Dodge City responding back after falling down twice in this game and also misfiring on their opening possession at the end of one. We are tied at 14 on Z98. We start the second quarter alongside Ross Miller, Mike Pilosoff, 14 all, and now a 3rd and 3. Texas at the Dodge City 18-yard line, moving from right to left now as Fudge, the single setback, gets the carry on a trap moving right. 15-10. He has a first down inside the 10. Dejan Love runs him into the wall at the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 11. There is a flag down at the 10.
Could be holding here. Let's see what the call is going to be.
And it was a hold, so wipe out the 11-yard run.
Mike, Wisconsin, #1 seed at the beginning of the year. #1 seed at the beginning of March Madness. Able to knock off Arizona, scores 85 points. That's the most points Arizona has given up in 2 years. So we have a #1 seed going to the Final Four. Now we got Kentucky versus Notre Dame in the next one, a 1 seed versus a 3 seed in Cleveland, Ohio.
3rd and 8, Texas at the +23 after the hold. 3 receivers, hard snap count. Kent takes the snap, 3-man rush, steps up, lobs one, back of the end zone, incomplete. He was looking for Ronald Godden, who was face guarded by Mark Sterling. There is no flag. It'll be 4th down and 8.
Mike, that's good coverage by Sterling. He was all over his man. Just matter of turn around and finding the football. Thing is, though, that he's getting too much time right now to throw the football. Got to get some more pressure on him.
So now 4th down. The Revolution on 4th down this year, 4 of 7, 14 all. First quarter numbers, Dodge City 62 total yards, Texas 92. Each team with 3 first downs. Godden out of the shotgun. Reese, who has 2 touchdowns, lines to the right. Godden goes in high motion left. Here comes a flag. Kent back to throw. Pumps, fires, end zone, almost intercepted as Mark Sterling undercut the route that was intended for Haggerty and knocks it away. This flag should go against the Revolution, as it looked like the motion man had crossed the line of scrimmage before Kent took the snap. So they'll decline the penalty, and it'll be Dodge City football.
Well, Mike, I tell you what a great play there by Sterling. Was able to read and look into the backfield. As soon as the ball's in the air, that's a ball that he should have caught. The thing is that we'll take that. Just a good defensive play. Now DC ball sitting in good position.
So Dodge City will get the football back at the 22-yard line after the 4th down stop. Was a procedure penalty against Texas as the motion man crossed the line of scrimmage before the snap. 14 all with 13:40 remaining here in the second quarter. Alongside Ross Miller, Mike Pilosoff. King Jack Washington is in on this offensive sequence for Dodge City. Odie Rush and Randall the guards, and McManus is the center. Of course, Randall was the big question mark coming in. 3 receivers as Floyd up the balanced stance, takes the snap. Under pressure on a blitz, and will go down. For the second time, Walton, who meets his man at the quarterback, Robert Williams, combined on the sack. Loss of 3, it's 2nd down and 13.
King Jack might have missed his man as he come over. I don't know if we're, like I said, we go with that little play action, but he actually was on the wrong side, as I believe that was Stewart that was coming up the middle, untouched. He was able just to get a little bit to Stewart. We're going to have an injury time out here, Mike. Just able just to clip him just enough, but by that time, Josh had already decided to take off with the football and basically ran into the play.
Robert Williams is the one that was shaken up. This is a guy that didn't even start playing college football until his senior year at Texas A&M Kingsville. Actually had a couple of different stints playing college basketball at A&M Kingsville, and finally, his senior season went out to play football, and he was actually pretty good, and he is being helped towards the bench.
Mike, also down there at the Allen High School, their marching band is probably very, very good, especially when you get a chance to go to the St. Patrick's Day Parade in Dublin, Ireland. Now, you think about taking a band to Dublin, Ireland, and getting a bunch of kids settled down, and you don't exactly take them on a bus over to Dublin, Ireland, bud. You fly them over.
Get your kilts out. 2nd down and 13. Dodge City at their own 19-yard line. 4 receivers as Floyd takes the snap. Here comes the blitz on a slant. A sliding grab made by Dello Davis, who worked right over the middle of the field, working on Cody Berry. And he's down to the Texas 24-yard line. It's a gain of 7. It'll be 3rd down and 6.
Beautiful play. I like that little short pass going basically right down and then makes that cut right across the middle on a 45. Nice pass, great catch.
Dodge City 2 of 4 on 3rd down in this game. 3rd and 6. Left hash moving left to right at the Revolution 24. Benson and Young left. Dello Davis to the right. Floyd out of the gun. Takes a waist-high snap. 3-step drop. Looks right. Comes back to the left at the numbers. Takes off. Cuts back to the right. And he is slammed into the wall. And his head went first into that padding over there. And he's taken down by Roger Stewart at the 22. It's a gain of 2. He's 4 yards shy.
Ouch. Nice job by Floyd getting up. But Floyd was looking at Vincent down the sideline. Gave him that little pump to go. Vincent tried to go, but he got squeezed up against the sideline by the defensive player, just couldn't break free.
So now a 4th down. It's 4th and 4, Dodge City at the Texas 22. Back to throw Floyd, rolls to his right, pumps under some pressure, steps up at the 25. And his helmet comes flying off, maybe squeezed back to the original line of scrimmage, but Jeremiah Fennell is the one that knocks the helmet off. And now a flag comes out after the play. So right now it's not a 1st down, it'll be a turnover on downs, but let's check the flag.
Boy, Mike, I didn't see the play there, but Josh is looking downfield. Starts to feel a little bit of pressure, decides to take off there and try to sidestep one guy. And as he did now, unfortunately now he's trying to get his balance, and then he's hit from behind. That's where the helmet comes off.
They just picked up the flag, so Texas will have the football back at their own 22. So neither team converting on a 4th down late on their last 2 respective drives, and now 1st and 10 Revolution at their own 22. I've never seen a referee throw a penalty flag late and then picked up the flag.
But I think Wendell Davis might have said it. You know that Sean Ponders talked about it also. It's just getting on the same page with all the officiating on the rules.
Revolution to come in 2nd in the league in rushing the football. Only 4 carries for 10 yards here in the first half. Kent under center. Option read, keeps the ball, and he is buried. Marquise George not fooled. It's a sack and a loss of 7 back to the 15.
No hesitation whatever from number 9, a yellow shirt. Just headed right back to the quarterback. Quarterback tried to do a couple fakes, but he had no buying in it, man. He's just steamrolling right into him, and all of a sudden, man, he's right there all over Kent. Nice play there by George.
10:50 to play in the half, tied at 14. Texas with a 2nd and 17 at their own 15, moving right to left on the left hash. Play clock winding down to 10. They just broke the huddle. Haggerty, Reese line up to the right. Kent with a hard snap count. Helmet high snap. 5-step drop. Whistles one over the middle, incomplete. He was looking for Haggerty, moving from left to right on a crossing pattern, incomplete. Haggerty, who spent some time at Southwestern Oklahoma State. It's a Division II school in the Great American Conference. Spent some time in camp with the Cleveland Browns. He was an undrafted free agent. It'll be 3rd and 17, Texas at their own 15.
They have to sit there and think about this. Need to get pressure on Kent. Able to get pressure on him and get our guys upfield and Green and George to the outside. And we have a good chance of taking Kent down.
3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Empty set, they split out Fudge, who motions across the formation. 3rd and a mile, and they dump it off right, caught by Garden at the 20. Cuts it back upside the numbers 20, 15, and he's down inside the 15 up the far sideline near the 13-yard line before he's finally bumped out by Mark Sterling. It's a gain of 22 on 3rd and 17 and a 1st down for Texas.
Mike, they run that little fake. We're bringing Quarterman right up the field, so basically got a guy floating free. So what we're doing is chancing getting Quarterman. Does he have enough time to get there before the quarterback can make the throw? That time was able to get rid of it, made a nice catch, nice play.
1st and 10, just outside the 10. At the Dodge City 12-yard line, Kent under center. Fudge the single setback. Straight back to throw on a quick out. It's caught in the end zone by Garden for a touchdown. He turned out towards the boundary, and he was working on Quinshad Collins. It's a 13-yard touchdown strike, and Texas regains the lead.
Mike, that was quick. All he did was just come right down the seam right here and then just made a nice little turn. When he made that turn, ball was in the air. We were able to finish him off. unfortunately, touchdown for the Revolution.
They'll go for two. If you're just joining us, the reason why Texas is going for two every score that they've had here in the first half is because their kicker, Garrett Palmer, is not here. Kent under center. Sends a man in high motion. Handoff to Fudge, who's hit in the backfield and dropped. Ja'Cory Quarterman is the one that hit him first. And then Cashman Thomas finished him off, so the two-point conversion fails. And with 9:03 remaining here in the opening half, 20-14 Texas on Z98. Four plays, 28 yards in 2 minutes and 27 seconds. Kent hooking up with Ronald Godden, a 13-yard touchdown strike. And Godden, who played at Adams State in Colorado, once had 252 all-purpose yards in a single game in college, is the one that capped off that drive in 2 minutes and 27 seconds. Two-point conversion, no good. And with 9:03 to play in the first half, 20-14 Texas, alongside Ross Miller, Mike Pilosoff here at United Wireless Arena.
Big play to get that conversion, Mike. Number one, to set up that play. Thing is, we've got a lot of time in this ball game, and I tell you what, Dodge City, and I like what we're doing right now. I just think that, defense has played well. I'll say it. I do know that Sean Ponder would disagree, but I think the defense is playing pretty doggone well right now. We just got to put a little bit more pressure on Kent. They're just tossing it where we're not. We see Quarterman coming in up. They're going to toss it where he was.
Cashman Thomas fields the squib right at the 15, surges forward, and he's into plus territory right up the middle of the field before he's tackled at the Texas 23-yard line by Brett Reese Jr. So the return goes for 12 yards, and that's where Dodge City will start first and 10.
Mike, you see the great camera work that's going on here for our outlet, plus the replays. That's Mike Nelson doing a great job there. Glenn Nelson, Scott, Tommy and Dennis running the cameras. Mike does the video and graphic, also produces and edits. They do a fantastic job here. Great stuff. You know what? You and I ought to have a tournament, maybe a pinochle tournament or a tiddlywinks tournament, and maybe have media services come over and then they could do that instant replay of that little, when they flip my little tiddlywink and catch that, why that thing spins in the air.
First and 10, Dodge. They mark it at the Texas 24 as Floyd takes the shotgun snap. Quarterback draw, runs up the middle, then bounces to the right, and he's tracked down. Walton missed the tackle, but Roger Stewart didn't. Right now it's a loss of 2. There's a flag down behind the play. Check that penalty.
Josh is taking some hits tonight.
All right, this defensive line is getting after the quarterback.
See that Walton is down right now.
He is flat on his back. Now we're checking the penalty. It's gonna be a hold on Dodge City. Referees are still talking about it as the training staff attends to Walton back at the 20. So how about that? They decline the penalty after they lose officially a yard back to midfield. So Wendell Davis, see in the NFL, that's what you do. Obviously you're playing on a 100-yard field. Wendell Davis, who He's in his first season as the head coach here. Born in Wichita, played high school ball at Wichita North. Moved on to Coffeyville for 2 years, then to Oklahoma. Taken by the Cowboys in the 6th round of the '96 draft. Spent 3 seasons in Dallas. Was a mainstay on the special teams unit. Tore his ACL in training camp in '98. Was signed by Washington Wade, then re-signed with Dallas. Played a while in the Arena Football League. Won a couple of arena titles with the San Jose SaberCats, and finally retired after an injury-plagued 2006 season. And now he's the head coach in his first year. The Revolution, which used to be the Allen Wranglers of the IFL, is the 3rd year of the Revolution. But Texas has had 5 different head coaches in each of the last 5 years, so a head coach a year.
And I think they operate out of the Allen Events Center down there that holds, real nice facility, that holds about 7,500.
2nd and 11, Dodge City at midfield. Twins left, Vince in the single receiver right. Floyd takes the snap, here comes the blitz. Pocket collapses again, and Floyd goes down. The pocket collapsing, Roger Stewart and DeMario Dixon combining on the sack back at the 17. It's the 3rd quarterback takedown of this first half for the Revolution. It's a loss of 8, it's 3rd and 19.
See what Sean comes up with here, though, but Coach, right now, I think that they're putting too much pressure coming right up the middle right now with Stewart. And he's just a tough dude to handle. Got us out mismatched. What we need to do, maybe get Carson to the outside, take Stewart out there, put Carson one-on-one against Stewart. Carson's going to win that every single time.
Dodge City's now given up 8 sacks this season. 3rd and 19, left hash at their own 17. Davis and Young in high motion. Trap handoff to Carson. Hit immediately by Robert Williams, who lowered the crown of his helmet right into the chest of Carson, and then Roger Stewart helped finish him off. That's a loss of a yard. It's 4th and 20.
Stewart showing his little Bruce Lee moves right there as he was getting all stretched out. Enter the Dragon.
You make moves like that, you can do whatever dance you want. Right now, you look at this first half, Ross, the negative plays. Texas has 4 tackles for loss, and they have 3 sacks, so 7 total negative plays, and now Alex Fambro will come out to attempt a long field goal.
10 feet high off the ground, 10 feet wide. They just hang from the ceiling.
DeMarcus Jenkins will drop back for a potential return. This will be from 48 yards away. Mo Young will hold it. Snap back, the placement good, the kick on the way. End over end towards the uprights, and he pushed it to the right, no good. So Texas's defense once again gets a huge stop, and they'll take over. Up 20-14 with 6:38 to play in the half at their own 5-yard line.
Taking this team out, Mike, but they've taken the fan base out also. Really not a whole lot to cheer right now. Got to get a big-time play right here to get this fan base back into this. I think Sean called him the 9th man. Obviously 8-man football out here, but get the 9th man involved, get this team fired up, and it will, because we've seen what this fan base has been able to do by getting defense fired up, get the offense fired up. It's just going to take a big play to get things rolling.
Well, the offense has looked good for Texas, and their defense has been ridiculously good, holding Dodge City to 58 total yards. And Dominique Carson right now, 4 carries for -1. This is the #1 rushing offense in the CIF. 1st and 10 under center, Kent at his own 5-yard line. Brown is the single setback. Kent straight back to throw, a yard deep in his end zone. Pump, wants the bomb. Down the sideline for Haggerty, incomplete. Great coverage that time by Cashman Thomas at the Dodge City 5. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Great job there, too, by Cashman. He didn't go on the pump and all that. Was Haggerty all the way. And really what Kent's doing, he's looking to his right, does a little pump fake. Cash had nothing to do with that, stayed with Haggerty all the way down. Nice play.
Haggerty, as I mentioned, the undrafted free agent, spent some time in the Cleveland Browns training camp. Also in 2013 was in camp with the Patriots, was released in August right before the start of the regular season. 2nd and 10. Texas up 20-14 at their own 5-yard line. Kent out of the shotgun, Brown to his right. They motion Reese to the right, back to throw Kent. In the end zone, chased by George, throws it back across his body at the numbers to the near side left. And it skips 1 hops to Brown, so it's incomplete. He was the the saving outlet, but it's now 3rd and 10, Revolution at their own 5.
We just got pressure on him. Mike, thing is, what they're trying to do is they sweep the 2 receivers across, and then they just bring a little guy out of the backfield and bring him right across the opposite direction, wide open out there. Tried to sidearm that to get that around some defensive linemen. Was nothing there.
Remember, Texas on their last scoring drive had a 3rd and 17. They picked up 22. It's 3rd and 10 here, up 6 at their own 5-yard line. 3 receivers right, Kent out of his shotgun. Right foot in front of his left, takes the snap. 3-man rush, and the play is blown dead. It is so loud in here that Texas did call a timeout with 4:44 to go, and good luck trying to hear that timeout called. So Texas uses their first timeout. That gives us a chance to reset alongside Ross Miller, Mike Pilosoff, with 4:44 remaining here in this first half. It's 20-14 Texas. Dodge City's opening drive stalled inside the 10. Texas came back 4 plays, 45 yards in a minute 59. They scored when Brett Reese took a jet sweep to the left and ran it in from 4 yards out. 2-point conversion, no good. 6-0 Texas. Dodge City bounced back, 2 plays, 27 yards. Floyd hitting Dello Davis for a touchdown. Extra point good, 7-6 Dodge. And then Texas, a 4-play, 40-yard drive in 2:34. Kent hitting Brett Reese. They faked the jet sweep, and then Reese slipped out up the left sideline, made the catch for a 16-yard touchdown. Floyd had a 6-yard rushing touchdown to tie the game at 14. And then Robert Kent hit Ronald Godden on a 13-yard out for a touchdown. They missed the 2-point conversion. And that's where we stand, 20-14 Texas. I keep saying 2-point conversion. That's because the Revolution are without their starting kicker. And now facing a 3rd and 10 at their own 5, up 6. They're 3 of 5 with the Revolution on 3rd down.
Might go bootleg out of this sometimes, but I think it's going to be too deep.
Kent takes the shotgun snap. Quarterman comes on a blitz. They meet at the quarterback. He throws off his back foot. Caught near side numbers by Fudge. Breaks containment to the right at the 10. Has a first down across the 15 and up the right side numbers to the 20-yard line. What a play by Fudge. He's finally tracked down by Lou Van Green. They had Kent at the back of the end zone. In fact, they were going to sack him for a safety. He lobs it off his back foot, and instead of losing yards and potentially a safety, Ross, they gained 15 on 3rd and 10.
Boy, we had a great call there defensively. Was able to get up the field and contain him, grab a hold of him, then he's able to let the ball out. And then we have an open field tackle that we missed and another miss. Able to keep his feet and get that first down.
Boy, when you look back and we're watching the replay, Ross, you hit it right on the head.
Man.
Missed tackles all over the place, and we have an injured Dodge City player on the far side of the field.
That may be Sterling, but Mike, we did a great job just rallying to him to go up there and just make that tackle. Just couldn't get there.
Sterling, it looks like, as Ross just mentioned, flat on his back at the 11. It is. We just got the number 22. And Sterling has played so well in the secondary. Remember, he knocked away a potential touchdown earlier in this half. They have him now sitting up at the 11. But let's go back to that play. So Quarterman comes on a blitz, untouched up the middle. Kent is along the back wall in the end zone. Quarterman has him around the waist. And all Kent does is take one slide step to his left and just flutters the ball up the seam. And having to come back to the ball was Fudge. Made the catch right in front of the 10-yard line. Reverse field. Got a block from Cameron Young. A couple of broken tackles. Quinshot Collins dove and missed. And then Lou Van Green finally tracked him down. But Ross, that was after they gained 15 yards and a first down. And now Mark Sterling is being helped off by the training staff. So that's a huge blow.
Mike, I couldn't tell, but I think Haggerty came back and made a really nice block there just to free him to get that first down.
1st and 10, Texas with 4:23 to go in the half, up 20-14 at their own 20. Kent under center, Fudge the single setback. Quick screen to the near side left. Catch is made by Reese and then slammed immediately into the wall. Ja'Cory Quarterman was the one that met him right there at the point of attack. And no gain. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Mike, it's the big play right now against the defense. Defense has done a very good job except for these big plays. Got to remember in the last series, the series before the last, was a big play, freed them up, got them downfield. They were able to finish it off with a score there. Here we had them locked back there, just couldn't make the tackle. And here just made a nice defensive play.
And under center, 2nd and 10 at the 20. Fudge, the single setback with 3 receivers right, pumps right, fires right, pass is caught as Reese makes the catch, slips the tackle of Dejon Love, and he bounces forward to the Dodge City 23, and now Love is hurt. And this is a gain of 7. It'll be 3rd down and 3. More importantly, Love trying to get up, and he finally does.
Boy, Love went in there down low, made a nice open field tackle, lost his helmet.
Boy, Robert Kent, 9 of 16, 139 yards. Brett Reese, 3 catches for 46 and a touchdown. Also has a rushing touchdown.
Penalty on the field, too.
And the penalty was against Texas. It was a hold, so wipe out the 7-yard gain. So this puts it back to the 10-yard line. Big break, but that hasn't deterred Texas. They gained a 3rd and 17 on their last scoring drive, and then on this drive, a 3rd and 10 with Kent out of his own end zone firing a strike for 15 yards. 2nd and 20 now. And now Texas will use their 2nd timeout of the half with 3:20 left here in the 2nd quarter. We haven't even mentioned that Alex Fambrough, who was drilling 45 and 50-yard field goals before, about an hour before game time, missed a 48-yarder on that last possession. But look, let's call it what it is. The story of this game, Ross, has been Texas's defense, and they've shut down Dodge City. They've held the law to 58 total yards. The #1 rushing attack in the league, 12 carries for -10. And they have sacked Josh Floyd 3 times in this first half. They have 7 negative plays forced. And all the while that Texas has outgained Dodge City 135 to 58.
And you see what Wendell Davis does too on this offense, Mike. He gets the flow going to one side, has a guy leak out and come across the middle over where basically out there by himself, able to get that ball off there. That has done a lot of damage to the Law.
2nd and 20. Texas at their own 10. Kent out of the shotgun with 3 receivers to the right. Haggerty, Reese, and Godden. To the near side left is Fudge. Kent, right foot in front of his left. 2 in high motion to the right. Takes the chest high snap, play action. Pumps right, fires over the middle, incomplete. He was looking for Jonathan Haggerty. They had actually dropped Jamar Seard back in coverage for Dodge City. It'll be 3rd and 20.
Another big play right here. You know what? And I wouldn't be a bit surprised because there's no punting. But you got to be thinking here about what Wendell Davis is thinking. Now it's going to be 4-down territory. I don't think that you can bring a field goal, their field goal kicker out here to kick a field goal. So I think he's got to be thinking 4 down.
But the long down and distance has not hurt Texas in this game. 3rd and 20 here. They are 4 of 6 on 3rd down. They have a 3rd and 17 conversion earlier in this half. Fudge comes split out to the left with Reese. 2 receivers right. Kent takes the snap. 3-man rush. Steps up in the pocket. Now he'll run. 10, 15 up the numbers. Breaks the tackle 20. Midfield 25. Diving forward up the right sideline to the Dodge City 18-yard line. Missed tackles galore, and they gain 22 on 3rd and 20.
Mike, we rally so well going up there, but like I said, he just gives a little open field move and then goes another way, able to break the defensive player down. Make a nice play right there. Might have been a block in the back, but I'm not going to say that. But as we're coming downfield right here to make a tackle, again, Mike, we're putting pressure on. I like what we're doing defensive line-wise. Putting pressure on Kent, force him out. We just couldn't cover it.
Lou Van Green saved the touchdown. 1st down at the Dodge City 19. Minute 40 to go in the half. Toss sweep left with Fudge. The containment there. Spinning right. And Marquise George drops him behind the line. Back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 4. And that'll bring us to the 90-second warning. 2nd down and 14 when we come back. 1:30 until halftime. Texas 20, Dodge City 14 on Z98. while we were away, there's a flag down at the 21-yard line with a minute 30 to play second quarter. It's 2nd and 14 coming up right now for Texas, and it looks like it's on the Revolution.
And it is, and I tell you what, Wendell Davis and Young right now are having a little discussion as they walk off the field. I'm not sure if something was said, a taunting, we're going to find out here.
And this is post-play, so the play counted at the loss of 4. And now an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty puts the ball back. Yeah, it's an unsportsmanlike conduct on Cameron Young. So now it's 2nd and 29. Texas coming in had lost 6 out of their last 7 games away from home, but they have a 20-14 lead here with a minute 30 to play in the half, and a 2nd and 29 at their own 12.
Wendell Davis, when he saw the flag go out, looked up, saw what was going on, and went and got right into Young's face and basically escorted him down the entire field. Nothing like having a coach about 3 inches from your face telling you what was going on.
So Fennell comes on to replace Cameron Young in the offensive line.
450 yards. I mean, oh man, that's tough. Okay, I already heard you once, Coach.
Texas has 1 timeout remaining. 2nd and 29 from their own 12. Kent under center, play action. Back to throw, flush to his right by George and just throws it away. Closest receiver in the vicinity was Gauden. And now another flag. Are they going to say roughing? Marquise George was being held by Fennell. There was no flag, so it's now 3rd and 29.
Well, Mike, I try to tell people I've got season tickets. I give them to some individuals. Tell them you better have your heads up because that ball comes in there. The players come into the stands. You better be ready. That time that ball came in there. Really, the fans did a good job. All of them were watching and got their hands up, able to deflect it, unable to keep it in the stands. Goes in the stands, you keep it. Timeout.
And the crowd, the noise inducing the final timeout is Roy Richards, who had spent some time in the Kansas City Chiefs training camp, was actually invited out there by Andy Reid a couple of years ago, and now Texas is out of timeouts.
Okay. All right, they're going to give the timeout to Texas. I don't think that the play clock was set right. I might have missed that.
Well, it's 3rd down and 29. All you need to know is Texas is at their own 12 with a minute 25 to go in the half. They're up 20-14. They have converted 2 third downs on this drive, a 3rd and 10 and a 3rd and 20. The 3rd and 10 was from their own 5 when Kent was backed up, was hit in his own end zone, and somehow got the pass off to Fudge, who ran it for 15 yards and a 1st down. Then on 3rd and 20, Kent stepped up, rolled the opposite way, and ran for 21 yards, but they've lost 19 yards on a 4-yard loss and then a 15-yard personal foul penalty, and now a 3rd and 29.
And Mike, I think the play clock was done right because it goes incomplete pass, get him back there, start the play clock. I just think that the Revolution came out a little bit late right there, and really nice job there by Kent to look up and see he didn't have enough time to get the play off.
Haggerty goes to the right with Gauden. Reese and Fudge to the left. Kent under center. Takes the snap. Here comes the blitz. Fires on a slant right. It's caught by Haggerty. Turns upfield to the 20-yard line. Mark Sterling is back out there. That's the good news. It's a gain of 8. It'll be 4th down and 21. And now Dodge City just used a timeout.
And I like the call on the defense, Mike, because if they need some long yardage, you rush Quarterman up there, you put pressure on Kent to get rid of it early. He can't look too far downfield, so he's got to take his safety valve out there. And we had that well covered and got the open field tackle.
Now Dodge City is down to 1 timeout as they stop the clock with a minute 17. 20-14 Texas. Robert Kent, 9 of 18, 140 yards and 2 touchdowns. 1 to Brett Reese and 1 to Ronald Gauden. The other touchdown was a Reese touchdown on a jet sweep from 6 yards out. Dodge City scores coming on Josh Floyd's 25-yard rope to Dello Davis, and also Floyd's 6-yard scamper. They will bring out Solomon for a field goal attempt. Surprising at that. This will be from 50 yards. Solomon's kick blocked at the line, and it's picked off by Rico Brooks. Rumbling inside the 10, and he's down to the 8.
Mike, I'm going to make a prediction. If it's more than 20 yards, Wendell Davis will not kick another field goal attempt in this ballgame.
Solomon, who's done a good job on special teams, filling in for Garrett Palmer. That time it was blocked. And then fielded by Rico Brooks at the 16, returns it inside the 10, and now Dodge City down 6, has 1 timeout and 1:09 to play, and a 1st and goal at the 8.
Wow, that is an interesting call. I mean, I understand, you know what, if you get it to the end zone, get the set thing up at the 5-yard line, but that's an interesting call.
1st and goal, Dodge down 6 at the 8. 3 receivers left. Floyd with King Jack Washington off his right hip. Takes the shotgun snap. Bubble screen left to Vincent. Breaks a couple of tackles and is finally shoved into the wall near the 5-yard line by DeMarcus Jenkins. And now a flag comes in afterwards, some pushing and shoving.
This may go on Robert for the Revolution. But Mike, you know what? I understand the call. You know, bring him out here, see if he can get at least kick it, get it down to the end zone. If it goes through, good for you. If it misses, set the ball up on the 5-yard line for the law. Problem is, really didn't have a good snap, and really wasn't a good kick, easy block, and then all of a sudden now we get great field position. Now add one. And really nice little pass to the outside to Brandon out there. Bobbled the ball a little bit, maybe let the defense had a chance to rally to it.
Personal foul on Texas, puts the ball inside the 5 near the 2. 1st and goal from there as Young will trot off. 20-14 Texas with 1:04 left here in the 2nd quarter. Dodge has 1 timeout remaining. Their defense stepping up on that last possession. They bring in Mac Randall, some extra beef on the offensive line. So Randall, McManus, Odie Rush, and Jamar Seard. Seard lifts his left arm. He's an eligible tight end. Floyd out of the pistol with Washington behind him. Takes the snap, fumbles it, picks it up, runs to his left, and is drilled at the 5. Taken down by Walton. Another negative play. He loses 3. It's 2nd and goal.
Oh, I need to hurry up and get set up here, Mike.
Quickly back to the line. Game clock at 50 seconds. 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line. Floyd out of the pistol, takes the snap. Handoff for Washington, dancing to his right, and is taken down by Robert Williams at the 5. It's a gain of maybe a half yard, and now it's 3rd and goal.
And this is one of these plays right here that you know this has got to be a passing play. You sit there and think about this. Davis comes into the play. Mike, this has got to be a quick hitter. Something like that. You can't take a sack on this either. Down to
20 seconds. 3rd and goal from the 5. 3 receivers left. Floyd takes the direct snap. Back to throw. Fires left, incomplete. Looking for Dello Davis. There's a flag down. Cody Berry was back in coverage. And it says they hold against Dodge City. It is. Did they decline the penalty? I think they did.
They did decline the penalty, but this is what it's going to come down. It's going to come down to 4th and 5. Going to be interesting, and we're going to bring out the field goal kicker, Fambro.
Not going to waste a scoring opportunity, down by 6 with 11 seconds to play in the half. And Alex Fambro will come out for a chip shot, but nothing's been easy. Fambro is 0 for 4 this year kicking field goals. This one will be from 20 yards out. Mo Young will hold it with 11 seconds to play in the half. Snap back, placement good, kick on the way, and it is good. Did they
you got to be kidding me.
It hit the upright. It hit the upright. It looked like it squeezed in. It hit the upright. Officials will talk about it.
Mike, I've seen 2 kicks here in this building. 2 weeks ago, he kicked one, went up and hit the I-beam, dropped straight down and didn't go through. This one goes up. Remember that they're being suspended from the ceiling. The poles are for the field goal. And the problem is it went up and hit the chain of one of the suspended poles. As it comes down, then hits the crossbar. So now you got a 50-50 chance. And of course, hasn't been going our way at the gambling part.
I said it was good because it looked like it squeaked in, which it did, but it hit that, as you mentioned, the chain, then bounces off the, it hit, kind of slightly hit the upright, bounced off the crossbar, and it's no good.
I
eat my words.
2 of the strangest kicks. I mean, hits the I-beam above the field goal, the goal itself. Ball comes straight down, couldn't even go through. Good gravy.
Wild first half. 1st and 10 Revolution, still up 6 at their own 5. Kent takes the snap. Here comes the blitz. Rolls right, steps up, will go down at the 7-yard line. Marquise George tracks him down after a gain of 2, and that'll be the final play of the first half. And we saw a lot of weird bounces that went against Dodge City. And in the end, it's the Texas defense that stood out during the first 30 minutes of play, and they have a 20-14 lead at the break.
But Mike, and isn't that something? A 20-14 looked like the way the defense was playing for the Revolution that we were going to be in trouble. We are still in this football game. We've got some defensive stands also, but they've had some big plays where kind of things have turned around for the Revolution, able to get out, some nice calls, breaking tackles, getting downfield. But again, DC Law is still in this ball game. Everything's okay, still a full half. See if we can come back here and win this dog.
How about we go back to the play where they got the 1st and goal at the 2 after the personal foul, and then the snap was bobbled and fumbled by Floyd. Picked it up at a lucky hop. And rolls left, loses 3 yards. They never recovered after that play. And then Fambro, after I said the field goal was good because it did squeak in that right upright. The problem was, as it did, the chain is kind of leaking inside, hits the chain, and it's no good. And now at the half, Dodge City trails 20-14. We'll take a break. When we come back, my interview earlier this week with Texas Revolution GM and Hall of Fame wide receiver Tim Brown. That's next on Z98. Texas will get the ball first to begin here in the third quarter.
Mike, I tell you what, you sit there and think about this, is, the coaching staff will make our adjustments and bring this defense out. And defense has been playing well, but we've given up big plays, and not just maybe for a touchdown, but it's set up touchdowns. And that's what you have to take away. Some big-time plays, 4th down plays. It's really kind of set the tone for offense for the Revolution.
Solomon back deep, awaiting the Fambro kickoff. Texas will be moving from left to right to begin the second half. End-over-end kick, fielded at the 1-yard line by Solomon. Up the left side numbers, across the middle to the 10. 2 flags come flying out, bouncing it back to the right 15. At the 20 outside the numbers before being run into the wall at the 24-yard line by Ja'Cory Quarterman. It's a 23-yard return, but there are 2 flags, and this a holding against Texas.
And I think Solomon saw both flags as he came back across the way there, Mike, and he really didn't, because you can go over and sit there. If you hold the football out, they'll call that out of bounds. The thing is, though, that Solomon might have saw that, didn't put much effort after that, realized that this ball's going to be brought back on that kick. Another good kickoff there that time by Alex Fambro, able to get it up in the air. We've got great coverage, and actually had a shot at him, basically maybe at the 8-yard line, missed it. He was able to dance back and forth, try to get to the outside, but a hold call kept us from getting that tackle.
1st and 10 here for Texas. At their own 7-yard line, moving left to right. Play action, Kent fires a screen right. Haggerty makes the catch outside the numbers right. And he's tackled from behind by Marquise George at the 14-yard line after a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down and 3.
Kent, a very experienced quarterback. Again, just that little misdirection, trying to freeze the defense just a little bit. Turns around and hits right to the outside there to Haggerty. Haggerty's able to pick an offensive lineman up as he's able to get to the outside out there and make a block downfield.
Kent, 34 years old. Last year played with Corpus Christi in the X League. 2nd down and a long 2, close to 3. Texas at their own 13. Kent straight back to throw. This time it's batted down by Jamar Seard as he was looking left for Haggerty. And Seard swats it down with his left hand. 3rd down and 3.
And George, surprisingly, kind of surprised me just a little bit on our show on Tuesday night, said that Seard's one of the biggest yackers out there.
And he seems so quiet.
Yeah.
Looks can be deceiving.
But also that Mo Young can every now and then kind of bring things up a little bit.
3rd and 3. Texas near hash, moving left to right at their own 14-yard line. Haggerty goes left with Godden and Reese to the near side right Fudge. Kent out of the shotgun. Dodge City showing blitz. They back off, rush 3. Throwing left, caught by Fudge, has a 1st down up the sideline left, right near midfield, before he's tripped up by Dejon Love, who came in top 10 in the league in tackles. That's a gain of 11 and a 1st down for Texas.
Mike, that was a hard pass, tough catch. Thought we had some good coverage to the outside. He just made a good play on it.
Boy, it just continues the 3rd down conversions. Texas 6 of 8. 1st and 10 at midfield. Haggerty trots right. In a slot to the right is Godden. Wide left is Reese. Back to throw, Kent. Bubble screen. Haggerty makes the catch, secures it against his chest, outside the numbers, and he's tackled by Quinshot Collins at the Dodge City 22 after a gain of 3 at 2nd and 7.
Mike, ladies of the law, the Gunpowder Girls have a calendar they're selling. Man, it's really nice. It's a $12 bill. You can get out front. But they've got, of course, every month covered easily. And there's some beautiful women. I'm not also athletic, let me put it this way. As a football comes in from, now where'd that football come from? That's a different one. Some fan must have brought in, some kid brought in but it just got out of hand.
2nd and 7, Texas at the Dodge City 22. Just under 12 minutes to play in the third, 20-14 Revolution. Kent has thrown for a couple of touchdowns. One to Reese, one to Godden. Haggerty goes left with Godden. Reese to the near side right. Kent under center, Fudge the single setback. Hard snap count. Kent straight back to throw. 5-step drop, pumps right, rolls to his left, chased by Seard, and finally brought down. Jamar Seard twists him down at the 22. Officially goes down for no gain. It's 3rd and 7.
Micah Seard is chasing. You can see what he was able to do that time. He was able to get his paw on the football. No way Kent was going to be able to look downfield and throw it. But, Mike, I want to say this. It seemed like that time Kent went through it just a little bit delay, gave his guys maybe 2 or 3 steps, in my opinion, further downfield before the ball was even hiked.
3rd and 7, Texas. Left hash moving left to right at the Dodge City 22.
This is getting ridiculous now. Football comes back out onto the field again. Just get the football and throw it away.
That's why we have a holdup. A football came flying out of the Dodge City end zone. And I do not think that will be returned.
That hit the official in the back.
I see you right there. Yeah, I'm looking at you right over here. Hey, security. Hey.
Now you hear Ricky Burns, the co-owner of Dodge City. No more throwing the ball on the field. 3rd and 7 as they hold up play because of the yellow football that came flying out onto the turf. Texas at the Dodge City 22.
That guy right there is the one throwing the ball on the field.
And now they'll roll the clock. Fudge and Reese split to the left. Godden and Haggerty right. Haggerty has 6 catches for 61 in this game. Kent out of the shotgun. Now he goes under center. 2 in high motion. Takes the snap. 3-step drop. Quick slant. It's caught. Breaking tackles is Reese at the 10. Hurdles a man towards the goal line. And they're going to say he's down at the 1. Now the other official comes in and says touchdown. The other official on the other side said no. Still as they confer. And it is a touchdown. A late call, and it's a 22-yard strike.
Able to slip right out of the chute, was able to go down low and grab him, but the chute came off, was able to break away and get out of it, Mike. But I tell you, we almost was able to bat that at the line of scrimmage. Got a hand up, got a paw up at it, and just missed it.
So Reese makes the catch, his 3rd touchdown of the game, and now they'll go for 2. Kent under center. It's a little toss back to Reese, runs it in, and the 2-point conversion is good. 9:51 left in the third. Texas 28, Dodge City 14 on Z98. Boy, Dodge City's defense has been spotty all night. 6 plays, 35 yards, 4:54 off the clock. Kent hitting Brent Reese, 22 yards, 2-point conversion good. 28-14 Revolution. 10:30 to play here in the third quarter alongside Ross Miller, Mike Pilosoff. And now Dodge will get the football back, but this defense for Texas has been unreal and lights out.
And Mike, we've talked about this. You've hold an opponent, I think, under 6 touchdowns, get the extra point, that's 42 points. Got a good chance to win, but right now this has turned into a defensive struggle. I thought it was going to be a shootout at the start of this ball game.
Texas, the #1 scoring defense, and the only team in the league that is not allowing 30 points. They are allowing 28 coming in. At least 30, I should say, as now Solomon will kick it away. Solomon filling in for the normal kicker, Garrett Palmer, is not here tonight, and besides a blocked field goal that resulted in no points, we should mention, in that second quarter, Solomon has done a solid job in relief. Carson back deep. End over end kick, floating out of bounds. As he tried to angle it up the left sideline. And Dodge City will start at midfield. $10:27 remaining here in the third quarter. I think we have an official timeout. With 10:27 left here in the third, we'll step aside. 28-14, Texas in front. Dodge City ball when we come back on Z98. So with 10.5 remaining here in the third, 1st and 10 loss to the kickoff went out of bounds at midfield. They trail at 28-14 here in the third. Brandon Vincent, Dello Davis, and Mo Young all to the right. Floyd out of the shotgun. Dominique Carson offset to his right. Right foot in front of his left, takes a chest-high snap. 3-man rush, steps up in the pocket, breaks a tackle, shakes off Stewart. There he goes, 20, 15, backs his way down near the 10. Finally taken down by Demario Dixon, and now a flag comes out.
Good gravy.
Gain of 14, but let's check the penalty.
And this is going to be Dello is going out of this ball game. Davis threw a punch.
Frustration mounting, but Dodge City had picked up 14 yards.
Man, you got to keep your cool in this ball game.
So they get the first down, and now Dello Davis is gone, and he's been one of their main weapons.
Ouch. I mean, nice play there by Josh, able to get down the field. But Dello threw a nice little block down there, and the guy kept holding on to him. Kind of gave him just a little bit of jolt, and then as they broke away, then Dello throws the punch. I mean, I like what Dello was doing, making the downfield block. Guy wouldn't let go of him, and then he kind of pulled him in just a little bit, gave him a little bump, and then pushed him away, and then Dello threw the punch.
1st and 10, so the play counted. It was a post-play penalty, so gained 14 on the run by Floyd. And now it's back to the 24. 1st and 10 from there, Dodge City. Vincent trots left with Jeffrey Cameron and Mo Young. 2 in high motion as Floyd takes the snap. Bubble screen to Vincent, makes the catch at the 23. Blockers out in front, down the sideline, and he rumbles to the Texas 15 before Robert Williams tracks him down at the plus 14, gain of 12, and it's a first down for Dodge City.
Great play there. Cameron to the outside. Also, our big number 71, Randall Mack Jr. out there also. Really like that. Nice play.
9:20 to play in the third. Texas 28, Dodge City 14. Here at United Wireless Arena. 1st and 10, Dodge in the red zone at the Texas 14. Vincent and Young right. Cameron matched up man for man with Barry on the left. Toss sweep Carson, goes right, cuts it back to the left. Surging forward to the 10, has some extra words as he's brought down by Demario Dixon just inside the numbers. at the 9. It's a gain of 5. It's second down and 5.
Mike, you take a big guy like Randall that gets to the outside like that and really works out there and makes a nice little block. That's stuff that I like. Right now he's asking the official, keep the eye and make sure that they're not getting up underneath my face mask. Randall came in this game kind of questionable whether he's going to play or not. Like I said, he's out there giving us a good effort.
And he's an eligible tight end on second and 5, right hash at the Texas 9 with 3 receivers. Toss sweep comes to the near side left. Carson breaks the tackle, cuts it back to the right, backs his way down inside the 5, and he's finally brought down by Dixon near the 3. So he gained 6, and Dodge City has first and goal.
And there's Mack again. Just doing a great job getting out the field there. Continue to make those blocks. That's something that you got to like there, but a great job there by Carson to get that plus yardage.
Carson, 4 carries for minus 1 yard at the half in this third quarter. 2 carries for 11. First and goal at the 3. Benson and Young go right. Cameron matched up man for man with Berry to the near side left. Floyd out of the gun. Carson to his right. 2 in high motion right. Takes the snap. Trap handoff. Carson. Left guard. He's in. Dominique Carson broke a tackle of Walton, and he marches in from 3 yards out, and Dodge City cuts the deficit down to 8.
Mike, what I like about that entire series that we answered right back with a nice job of just getting down the field, great play calling, and then great downfield blocking. Nice job by the offensive line, creating some holes.
Alex Fambro will come on for the extra point. So Texas scores, take a 2-touchdown lead. The Law's response, 5 plays, 25 yards in 2 minutes and 45 seconds. And now Fambro, who has yet to hit a field goal this season, will come on for the extra point. Mo Young will hold it. 7:45 left here in the third. The snap back, the placement is good. The end-over-end kick splits the uprights. 7:45 left in the third. Texas 28, Dodge City 21 on Z98. .45 left third quarter alongside Ross Miller, Mike Pilosoff at United Wireless Arena here in Dodge City. 28-21 Texas with a 7-point lead. Dodge City responding with a 5-play, 25-yard drive in 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Dominique Carson, a 3-yard rushing touchdown. He's been pretty much boxed up. His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. He had minus 1 yard rushing in the first half, but he has 3 carries for 14 here in this third quarter. Now, can the defense get a stop? And the down that's been troublesome for Dodge City has been third down. Texas is 7 for 9 on third down.
18:51 mark. Kentucky up on Notre Dame, 36-33.
Solomon a yard deep. An end-over-end kick is short. Solomon will take it at the 1 yard line. Running left to the numbers 10, 15, 20. Breaking free, and then Jeffrey Cameron brings him down with a flag back at the 17. Cameron makes a chest-high tackle up the numbers left at the 25. 24-yard return, but this more than likely a hold against the Revolution.
I tell you what, Jeffrey Cameron came in there and made a nice little shot there. on Solomon. Solomon looks, Mike, a little gingerly as he's coming off here. I want to report this. On that last offensive series, as the offensive line was going off, it looked like to me that he was grabbing the lower back, but I could be wrong on that. But Randall, obviously playing with some pain right now, Mike. The thing is, it looked like he was grabbing his lower back as he went off. We'll see if he gets back in this ball game. Looks like he's still standing back there. Looks like everything is good. I know he's playing with pain, but he's a tough dude.
1st and 10 after the holding penalty, now at the 9 for Texas. As Kent takes the snap, delayed handoff to Brown off right guard, cutting it back to the left after he initially ran right. Ja'Cory Quarterman with an ankle-high tackle at the 17. It's a gain of 8. It'll be 2nd down and 2. Texas coming into tonight, 2nd in the league in rushing, only behind Dodge City, and they have totally wiped down Dodge City's running game. 18 carries for 15 yards. 2nd and 2, Revolution up 7 at their own 17 with 2 receivers left, 1 right. Brown the single setback behind Kent. Straight back to throw, quick screen to the left, caught by Haggerty, and he pushes his way forward near the 20-yard line before he's tackled by Quarterman. They'll get him to the 21. It's a gain of 4 and a 1st down.
Mike, I like the way our defense is working right now. You can see them all rally to the ball on that nice little play right there. But again, 1st down right now for the Revolution.
6.5 remaining 3rd quarter. Texas 28, Dodge City 21. Jordan Brown from Bryant University in Rhode Island, one of the all-time best backs out of that program in school history, is in the game as the single setback. A delay. Brown up the middle, 25-20. Into the secondary, 15-10. At the 5, it'll walk in. Touchdown, Jordan Brown. This one from 29. And the Revolution respond just like that.
Mike, he had a very good stiff arm that time. Seard was coming down, going to go after him low. Was able to stiff arm Seard, skip to the side, and then just head it right down the field. Nice run.
They have had not much problem stopping the run, but on those last 2 carries, both by Brown, one for 8, the other one for 29. And now they'll go for 2. Kent under center. Brown the single setback, play action. Quarterman on a blitz, knocks the ball free. It's loose and picked up by Dodge City. They fall on it, so the 2-point conversion is no good. 6:04 remaining 3rd quarter. Texas 34, Dodge City 21 on Z98. Plays 31 yards in a minute 41. Jordan Brown just signed a couple of days ago. A 29-yard touchdown right up the middle. Bouncing ball fielded by Cashman Thomas at the 15. Thomas right up the middle, 20. Bouncing it back to the left, and he stood up near the 24-yard line. As the one that brings him down is Reese, and boy, Reese has had a huge game here tonight for Texas. It's a 9-yard return.
Well, Mike, you sit there and think about Dello Davis. Really kind of came in his own toward the end of the season last year and really started having some great things happen to him this year. Very likable individual, fun to interview and talk. We've had him down there at Casey's Cowtown, had a nice talk with him down there also. Great speed, a lot of energy. Hate to see that guy. You know, like I said, it's just one of those deals that you're going to get suspended for one game, and really it's going to be a big game when you sit there and think about this, because the receiving corps love to have Dello Davis in there on the receiving corps.
And you've got Salina next week on the road. 1st and 10, Dodge City now down 34-21. 5.5 to play in the third at their own 24. Floyd takes the shotgun snap, play action, steps up in the pocket, fires off his back foot, a frozen rope to the near side left, and a sliding grab made by Brandon Vincent at the Texas 17-yard line, working back there on Solomon. And that is a gain of 9. It'll be 2nd down and 1.
Mike, watch this little move here that Josh makes right here. Makes a nice little inside and then steps right on back, was able to get the defensive man to commit himself. That was Robert. Excuse me, not Robert. That was Williams that fell on the ground right there, and then makes a nice pass. Good catch there by Vincent.
2nd and 1 at the Texas 17. Floyd takes the shotgun snap. They fake the toss sweep. Floyd keeps it himself with a flag down. 15-10, and he's down to the 6-yard line, taken down from behind. Tackle made by DeMarcus Jenkins after a gain of 11, but this one might be coming back.
Darn it, made a nice move to get out there.
Boy, penalties. And the defense tonight has been the killer for Dodge City, down now 34-21 and wipe out an 11-yard run by Floyd. This puts the ball back at the 23, so now it's 2nd and 11. Dodge came in as the most penalized team in the league. They have 3 for 30 here tonight. Texas 9 for 74. But the number you need to know is Texas has 246 total yards. It's the 4th straight opponent, and it's gone over 200 total yards against this Dodge City defense. 2nd and 11 Dodge at their own 23. Benson left. Young goes in high motion to the right. Floyd takes the snap, 3-man rush. Wants the bomb up the sideline for Young. He's got it. Touchdown. He beats Solomon. 27 yards. And Dodge back in the end zone.
Mike, nice little throw there. Great job by the offensive line on the protection. But what happened with Solomon is that he came over to make the play. Then he turned and looked into the backfield. Mo Young goes right by him. Solomon thinks his eyes light up. Oh, I've got an easy interception. Ball goes right over the top of him. Great concentration by Young. Great pass there by Floyd.
2 plays, 26 yards. That after the holding call wiped out an 11-yard Josh Floyd run. 34-27, Dodge City down a touchdown with 4:22 remaining in this third quarter. Alex Fambro on for the extra point. Mo Young will hold it. Snap back, the placement good, the kick on the way, and Fambro is perfect. 4:22 remaining third quarter. The Revolution 34, the Law 28 on Z98. Alongside Ross Miller, Mike Pilosoff at United Wireless Arena in Dodge. Law answers, 2 plays, 26 yards. Floyd hitting Mo Young, 27 yards. Young's 4th touchdown of the year. It's also his longest reception of the season. His previous was 25. That happened last week, the touchdown against San Angelo. Ambro's extra point, making it a 6-point game. 34-28 Revolution with 4:22 to go in the third.
Mike, I think that's a big series. Able to answer back. I know it doesn't put us in the lead, but it keeps us in this ball game. Just a nice job taking that ball all the way down the field and getting 7 out of it.
Solomon awaits at the goal line. Can Dodge City get a stop? That's been the question. They got a couple late in the second quarter. They couldn't take advantage of one of those when they got the ball off a blocked field goal inside the Texas 10. Fambro ended up missing a 20-yard field goal. Texas just called the timeout. Strange to see that before a kickoff. Wendell Davis must have seen something with 4:22 remaining here in the third. Just to recap, in this second half, in the third quarter, Texas started the scoring with a 6-play, 35-yard drive. Kent hit Brett Reese. 4:30 off the clock. Law bounced right back. 5 plays, 25 yards. Dominique Carson, a 3-yard rushing touchdown. Had 3 carries for 14 on that drive, when he only had 4 carries for -1 in the first half. And then Jordan Brown on the very next possession, a 29-yard run right up the middle for a Texas touchdown, capping off a 3-play, 31-yard drive. And Dodge City just responded. 2 plays, 26 yards, when Floyd hit Mo Young from 27 yards out. Altogether, 28 combined points scored in this third quarter, 14 apiece for Dodge and Texas, and it's 34-28 Revolution. And now we're set to kick this ball away. Fambro kicks it, angles it towards the far side, bounces off the wall. Solomon Fields in the back of the end zone. Right up the middle, 5 to the 10. Push back, now running to the right, and Jeffrey Cameron knocks the ball free, but the play was already blown dead after a 19-yard return to the 9, and then a flag comes out to boot.
The most penalized team in the league.
That we are.
Mike, I think great kick there by Fambro. They brought 7 up, and Davis was trying to get a blocking scheme set up. There was 7 up in the field. Thing is, he goes right down the opposite side, right down the line there. Just a nice kick.
Unsportsmanlike conduct called against Dodge City. It's going to put the ball in plus territory, or right near it, right near midfield, at the 24-yard line. And for Dodge City tonight, 4 penalties for 45. They trail it 34-28 with 4 minutes to play in the third. Kent under center. Godden and Haggerty split left. Reese to the right. 2 in high motion. Kent straight back to throw. Quick out, caught by Reese. Up the near side right to the 20-yard line. Cashman Thomas rides him down just outside the numbers. It's a catch and run of 6 yards. It's 2nd down and 4.
Mike, that is so hard. You got a receiver going downfield. He knows what the play is. He pulls up all of a sudden. He turns around. There's the ball. So Cashman being so quick, just a nice open field tackle, able to stay with his man. As soon as he caught the ball, cashed all over that.
Brett Reese, 4 catches for 67 yards. He comes to the right just outside the numbers. 2 receivers left on 2nd and 4 Texas at the Dodge City 20. Hand off to Fudge. Spinning off left guard 15. Down the sideline 10, and he's pushed out near the 5. Saving the touchdown on the far side of the field, Cashman Thomas. They'll mark him out at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 17 and 1st and goal for Texas.
Nice little spin move, Mike, to get to the outside to break that tackle, then gets downfield. Just all save for the touchdown was just good hustle there by the backfield, rallying to the football.
Mark Sterling is the one that shoved him off, and then Cashman Thomas and company came in. But a 17-yard run, 1st and goal. Texas at the 3. Kent out of the gun. Fudge to his left. Takes a belt tie snap, play action. Looks left, fires left, wide open. Godden for a touchdown. There is a flag down at the 1. Godden, if it stands, it's his 2nd touchdown reception of the night.
Might go against us in the backfield. I mean, in defensive holding in the back. On Love, maybe.
Exactly right. Touchdown is good. And Texas making it look easy in this place. Sounds like it's being renovated.
Oh, Mike, that's just an isolation, what I'd call an isolation. Just get everybody frozen, look through the center. As that guy comes through, which they like to do a lot, he comes through, gets to the outside. We forget about him because we're concentrating, following the quarterback's eyes and not picking up the player that sneaks out to the outside.
All right, Dodge City scores, and then they just can't get a stop on defense. Texas will go for 2. Kent under center. Fakes the toss sweep, rolls left, fires across his body, and it's off the chest of Reese. Rico Brooks was trailing on the play as Reese was coming across the middle right to left. So the 2-point conversion fails, but Texas extends the lead. 2:33 remaining here in the third quarter. Revolution 40, Law 28 on Z98. 3 plays, 41 yards. Squib kick. Cashman Thomas fields at the 13, runs up the left sideline, and he's down to the Texas 20-yard line. They'll mark him out at the 21. He is touched up by Reese, who again has had a huge game here tonight. 16-yard return, but 3 plays on the last drive, capped off with Kent firing his 4th touchdown pass of the night. This one to Ronald Godden, 2 catches for 16 and 2 scores.
Like what Cash did, he was able to get the football. He comes up to the line, lets some blocks start to set up, and then makes a little outside move real quick and able to break a tackle, get some positive yardage. Nice play.
Dodge City trailing 40-28, 2:15 to play in the third, and a 1st and 10 at the Texas 21. Cameron left, 2 receivers right. Lloyd takes the snap, toss sweep. Carson starts right, gets pile driven down as he cuts back left, met right at the 20 by Robert Williams and dropped after a gain of a yard at 2nd and 9. And as an injured Texas player slow to his feet is Walton, and now he's back up on his feet. Now 2nd down and 9. Carson seems like he has a little bit more time to make a cut. There was no time to do that in the first half. Now 5 carries for 14 yards here in the second half, when he had 4 carries for -1 in the first 2 quarters.
See if Sean Ponder goes right at the position that Walton was at.
His defense has been spectacular for the Revolution. 3 sacks, 4.5 tackles for loss. 2nd and 9, Dodge City. At the Texas 20, Mac Randall, an eligible tight end. Cameron right, Young and Vincent to the left. They go in high motion. Draw. Carson off right tackle. 15-10 at the 5. Lowers his shoulder with a flag down. And he's down near the 2-yard line. Cody Berry is the one that brings him down at the 3. Gain of 17. Mac Randall doesn't like what he's hearing. Is this a hold against Dodge City? So an illegal defense against Texas, then a hold on Mac Randall. They offset, so we'll redo 2nd down.
And a great move there by Carson. Like I said, pops to the outside, Mike, uses that great speed, able to pick up some downfield blocks and set Dodge City Law up right there at shot, but all for naught. Like the play.
1:37 to go in the third. Revolution 40, Dodge City 28. The #1 scoring defense in the league. Texas, the only team that's allowing under 30 points per game. Floyd out of the gun, Carson on his left hip, Vincent outside the numbers left. Young will join him in a slot left. Lloyd takes the snap, handoff to Carson. Running wide right, 15-10, lowers his shoulder, and is tripped up by Frankie Solomon at the 13-yard line after a gain of 7. It's 3rd and 2.
A lot of people with brackets that had Kentucky picked. Right now, it might be tightening up a little bit. 10:49 left in the ball game. Notre Dame up on Kentucky, 48-46.
3rd and 2. Solomon made that last stop. It's his 5th year with the franchise. He's an all-IFL player. 27 years old from Dallas. 3rd and 2. Law right hash at the Texas 8, trailing 40-28 here in the third. Trips left. Balance stance for Floyd. Takes the snap. Fumbles the ball. Loose inside the 5. Looked like Carson bounced on top of it. And he did. And he also picks up the first down.
Yeah.
Robert Williams just threw a punch after the play. Sean Ponder wants a flag, didn't get it. It's going to be Dodge City ball on a first down. But Robert Williams threw a punch. Now remember, if you're just joining us, there's another flag coming out. Dello Davis was ejected from this game after he threw a punch in the second quarter.
Good gravy. I mean, right in front of us, we got to see Williams hit, I'm not sure, was that Mac? Right in the back of the head, Mac Randall right in the back of the head while he's laying down, and no call by the official.
Dodge City
Wow. I mean, okay, I'll take the sideline violation, but the thing is, you got to throw a penalty on that.
So it should be a first down.
Okay, here's the deal though, Mike. This may be, I'm going to see if they're going to move the ball, because Why wasn't there, have we had a warning yet on sideline violation?
No, there should
Okay.
be no penalty then.
Yeah.
And that's why I think they just,
Yeah.
it's first down. The penalty was a sideline warning. If it was the second infraction, it would have been 5 yards. So now it's first down. Excuse me, second down. It's second down and goal from the 3. Floyd out of the shotgun with 2 receivers left. Takes the snap, handoff, Carson running wide to the right, lunging to the goal line, and he's in. Touchdown, Carson. Like Superman, took off from the 3. And Dodge City's back in it, trailing 40-34.
And Mike, you got to think about the hustle too, that we had a trouble with that last snap. The ball goes forward. Thought for sure the Revolution was going to get that. Carson dives in there, takes the ball away, spins over on his back. Able to get that football, fighting for it. Nice job there by 21, and able to finish the deal too by getting to the outside. Love it.
You want to talk about a fortuitous bounce as Carson fell on that. And then they score on the very next play.
Well, I think Solomon had that, basically had that right out in front of him. Carson just comes in like a flash, dives for it also, able to get it back.
So after Texas scores, Dodge City drives 4 plays, 21 yards in 2:30. Fambro's extra point is good. Texas 40, Dodge City 35. 1 second to play in the third on Z98. One second remaining here in this third quarter. 4 plays, 21 yards. Dominique Carson's second rushing touchdown here tonight. Took 2:32 off the clock. Extra point good. Dodge City's within 5. 40-35 Texas. This kickoff should be the final play of this third quarter. End over end, a yard deep to Solomon. Bobbles it, picks it up. Runs to his left 5. To the 10. And he's out across the 10, run into the wall by Rico Brooks at the 13-yard line. And that's the end of the third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. Revolution 40, Law 35 on Z98. as we get set to start the fourth quarter alongside Ross Miller, Mike Pilosoff 40-35. Dodge City down 5. Texas, who has not been able to be stopped on the offensive side of the ball, will have it first and 10 at their own 13. His franchise started all the way back in 2000 as the Arkansas Twisters. They were based out of Little Rock, played 10 seasons in AF2 before the league folded. Then they jumped to the IFL in 2010 as the Arkansas Diamonds. They moved to Texas in 2011 as the Allen Wranglers. They played for 2 seasons. The team folded, some financial disabilities there, and the new ownership changed the name to the Texas Revolution in 2013. Tommy Benzio, who was a former commissioner in the IFL, took over. They got some stability. Obviously, last year, not a great season. They finished 3-11, but they've got some new faces, more so on the defensive side of the ball. And this team, one of the best in the league. And we're already seeing, Ross, the defensive tenacity that this team brings. They came in allowing just 28 points per game. Right now, the law have superseded that, but I bring that up because Dodge City, it's not been an easy time for them scoring the football here in the second half.
Mike, you know what they say, defense wins championships. This is a very good defense. We got a good defense also. And Mike, this is a tough team. They've made the long road trip up here to Western Kansas. A lot of time in this football as we get into the fourth quarter. But Mike, we have been able to answer. We just got to stop one of their possessions and see if we can get back on it and we can take the lead.
First and 10, Texas. Right across their own 12-yard line. Kent under center, straight back to throw, pumps right, comes back to the left, finds Fudge, who cuts back upside the numbers. And Marquise George decks him at the 21-yard line after a gain of 8. It'll be second down and 2, close to 1. And it's the same play. The screen pass, the bubble screens, all night long.
Boy, just look to the outside, go one way, get the defense to freeze, lean one way, then turn around, come right back the other way by Kent.
Marquise George, 6 tackles. Last week, he had 4 tackles, 1 for loss. He comes in 8th in the league in stops. Second down and 1. Texas out across their own 20. Kent under center with 3 receivers to the right. Fudge is the single setback. A hard snap count.
Yeah.
Flags will fly and a false start. Got his own man to move. And that was Cameron Young. So Young is called for the false start. It's now second down and 6. Boy, the penalties for Texas. 10 for 79. Last week in their blowout win over Duke City, 7 for 48. Second and 6, Revolution at their own 16. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Kent under center, deep in a one-back set, it's Fudge. On a quick out, caught by Reese and immediately wrapped up on the near side left by Cashman Thomas at the 22. He's very close to a first down.
Mike, one of those plays that you go to the outside, you're on an island by yourself out there. You've got to make that tackle. Nice play there by Cashman.
Gain of 5, so it's third and 1. Texas at their own 21. Revolution 7 of 10 on third down. They lead it 40-35 with 13:30 left in the fourth. They break the huddle with 18 on the play clock. Haggerty tight to the right, joins 2 other receivers there. Kent works from under center. It's a pitch. Reese to the right. And he's got a first down as he dives forward to midfield behind a block from Haggerty. It's a gain of 4 and a first down for Texas. How many times have they run that play? The little two-handed push toss sweep play. And Mark Sterling was the one that brings him down to midfield.
We need the law right here to make a big, big defensive play on this series. Maybe gamble. I don't know how. Like I said, see if you see a formation that might be set up and maybe jump a route here. See if we can get something.
First and 10 at midfield for Texas. 12.5 to play. Revolution up 5. Kent working from under center with 3 receivers. Straight back to throw. Pumps, lobs one down the seam looking for Reese. And it's incomplete in the end zone. Up the right seam, Cashman Thomas was back in coverage. Ja'Cory Quarterman was there as well. It'll be second down and 10, Texas right at midfield.
Mike, you'd like to steal one. The very first train robbery in the state of Texas, 1878, was by Sam Bass and his gang. Robbed a train there in Allen, Texas. Very first train robbery. We need to do the same thing here. Maybe rob one from Allen here with the Revolution and just steal one from them right here. Nice little defensive play there by Cass.
2nd and 10 at midfield. 3 receivers left. Gauden, Haggerty, and Reese. Fudge to the left of Kent. He takes the shotgun snap. 5-step drop. They come free on a blitz on a crossing pattern. It's caught by Haggerty. Moving from right to left, Cashman Thomas trips him up, but not before he gains yardage down to the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a first down.
Mike, they bring 2 receivers down into the same area right there. They kind of bunch up a little bit. Then you have a trailer that drags in right behind him and cuts across. That's exactly what they did. It's almost like a screen set up downfield.
Kent has thrown for a season-high 224 yards. 19 of 30. He's tossed 4 touchdowns.
That is a tough play to cover.
1st and 10. Texas at the Dodge 11. 2 receivers left, 1 right. They motion a man across the formation. Play action. They come back that way. It's caught up the left sideline by Reese. Same play that went for a touchdown earlier. This time Dejan Love read it. Makes the stop at the 5. Gain of 6. It'll be 2nd down and 5. Close to 4. They can pick up the first down at the 1. 10:30 remaining 4th quarter. Texas 40, Law 35. Revolution on the move right to left. 2nd and 4 from the Dodge City 5. Under center, Kent. Statue of Liberty play. Handoff to Fudge. Bounces off his right guard. Cuts it back to the left. And he's spilled at the 4-yard line. Rico Brooks and Jamar Sear tattoo him there. Gain of a yard. It's 3rd down and 3.
Nice play by Sear to get out there on that tackle. Notre Dame up by 5. 5:22 left in the ballgame.
Under 10 to play here. 35 for Dodge. 40 for Texas. That's the number. But really, Dodge has not been able to get a stop on the defensive end all night. Crowd gets to their feet. Texas has already converted 1 third down on this drive. 3rd and 3 at the 4. And under center. Play action. Looks left. Comes back to the right. Lobs it back to the end zone. It's caught by Reese. Touchdown in front of Love. He lobbed it to a spot. Reese along the back wall, moving from right to left, and he makes the catch chest high for a 4-yard touchdown.
Wow, Kent just threw it to a certain area right there. Reese went to it. I'm not even sure if really Kent was actually throwing to that receiver at all. Looked like he might have overthrown the play, but here comes Kent dragging right across the back of the end zone, able to make a catch.
46-35. Texas, as they've done all night, will be lining up for 2. Kent under center, Fudge deep in a 1-back set. Takes the snap, handoff to Fudge, trying to sweep to his left, and he's brought down by Quarterman and Seared for a loss of 2. But the damage done as Texas back in the end zone. 9:26 remaining here in the 4th. Revolution 46, Dodge 35 on Z98. Dodge City just cannot get a stop. 8 plays, 38 yards. Kent, his 5th touchdown pass of the game, hitting Brett Reese from 4 yards out on 3rd down and 4. It took 5.5 minutes off this fourth quarter clock. And it's 46-35 Texas with 9:26 to go in the game alongside Ross Miller, Mike Pilosong. So as long as Dodge keeps scoring, they're still in the game. The problem is, if we go back to the Amarillo game, same situation, back and forth. Dodge City needed to stop. They finally turned it over themselves, and then Amarillo obviously put the game away in the end. But Dodge City's been able to move the football more so compared to what happened in the first half. But Ross, at some point, you got to, like you mentioned, gamble. You got to get a turnover. They have not gotten a stop all night here in the second half. Carson and Thomas back deep. Ball bounces off the wall at the 13-yard line.
Okay, Mike, and I'm going to give you something to think about. You be the head coach here. I understand there's a lot of time left in this ball game. Dodge City scores on this series. Do you go for 2? You get the 2. You're now down by a field goal. Or do you kick the extra point? We do have a long way to go. I understand that. But I wonder if Sean Ponder's thinking about that scenario right now. He may be just thinking about, let's just get score right here, see if we can get our 7.
Ball went out of bounds, so the penalty will put the ball, they're still trying to mark it off. And out of bounds at the 12, so they'll move it out to the 17. And that is where Dodge City will start. And now Dodge has elected to have them re-kick it. They have the option. After all of that, we'll do it again.
I like the call. I want to try to get this in Carson's hands.
You want to put the ball in your best playmaker's hands. Dominique Carson, #1 in the league in all-purpose yardage. He was corralled for the first half an hour, but in this second half, Carson has made his living. A couple of touchdowns. One where he went flying in the air, vertically into the end zone. Tonight, the story has been Dodge City's inability to get stops on 3rd down. Texas, 9 of 11 on 3rd down in this game. Coming into tonight, Dodge's defense was allowing opponents to convert 53% on 3rd down. So with the penalty, they'll have them re-kick. Ashman Thomas sits at the 11, Dominique Carson at the 2, waving his arms up into the air. 46-35 Texas with 9:22 left. Dodge about to get the football back. Solomon has it teed up. Squib kick. Fielded by Thomas at the 15. Moving right, 20. Back to the left, stutter step 25. Still on his feet. And he stood up at the 25. He fumbles the football. The whistle never blew, and Texas recovers.
They may say this is out of bounds before the ball was recovered by the Revolution.
Yeah, the ball hit the wall, and a huge break for Dodge City. Wow.
That's a big break.
Ball was jarred loose by DeMarcus Jenkins. But recovered. There was no recovery officially because it went off the wall first, which is out of bounds. So a huge break for Dodge City. They lose 5 yards back near the 20. They'll take it because they keep the football.
Big possession after big possession for Dodge City.
First and 10 at their own 21. Dodge City has fumbled it 3 times in this game. They've lost none. Benson left, Jeffrey Cameron to the right. Mo Young will come in a slot to the right. King Jack Washington to the left of Floyd, who takes a waist-high snap. 3-step drop, under pressure, takes off and run. Left side number is 20, 25. Ducks out of bounds before he can take a hit at the Texas 15-yard line. It's a run 14 yards at a Dodge City first down.
Nice play there by Josh. Like I said, Superman doesn't have to take a hit every single time. Smart play. Saw that the Revolution were coming in on him. So I just go over, get out of bounds, save the body, continue to play on for the next play.
Officially gain of 13 to the Texas 16. First and 10 from there. 2 receivers to the right. Hand off to Washington. Off left guard, pushing the pile near the 10. Behind the block of Mac Randall and Odie Rush. And King Jack Washington is finally brought down by DeMario Dixon at the 11, gain of 5. It'll be 2nd down and 5 with 8 minutes to play in the 4th. Law trailing 46-35.
Straight power play, go behind some of your big offensive linemen. They're able to move the defense back, get some positive yards.
Dodge City on the ground, 24 carries, 54 yards. 2nd and 5, left hash. Law at the Texas 11. Cameron right, Venson left. Mo Young slot right with Floyd out of the shotgun. Right foot in front of his left, takes a chest high snap. 3-step drop, steps up, pumps, will take off 10. At the 5, cuts it back and he's in. Touchdown, Josh Floyd. 11 yards out, his 2nd run to pay dirt. And the Texas lead is 5.
Now, I just want to see what he's going to go, if he's going to make a decision to go for 2 or not. If he gets the 2, Mike, then you're down by 3. Comes to a number game right now.
John Potter held the number 2 up in the air. And Ross called it, trying to make this a 3-point game with 7:26 remaining. And all Dodge will be looking for, we've been saying it the entire 2nd half, is a stop. 3 plays, 29 yards on this drive. Floyd out of the gun. Washington off his left hip with 3 receivers to the right. Takes the snap, back to throw. Looks left, comes back to the right, spins left, away from a sack, fires, and it's almost intercepted at the goal line. Knocked down by DeMario Dixon. There is a flag down at the 1. A lot of penalties tonight after plays.
It's going to be interesting what this play is going to be called here, Mike. Some chippiness going on down there. This may go against... Okay, we're going to throw 2 of them now. We just dropped one as the officials got together.
Are they offsetting? Yep.
Okay.
So a sideline warning, but the one that counts was the defensive holding, so they'll go for 2 again. They get to redo the conversion. DeMario Dixon, the ball wasn't thrown so hard, he would have had himself an interception, could have cradled it, and probably waltzed to the other end for 2.
And you can see what Josh was trying to do, just a little sidearm, tried to get it past him, but it went right into him because we had a yellow shirt sitting in the back of the end zone.
Odie Rush is the eligible tight end to the left. Going for 2, Floyd out of the shotgun, 3 receivers right, takes the snap. Here comes the blitz, rolls to his right, lobs to the back right corner, incomplete. Looking for Jeffrey Cameron, and another flag.
I could be holding on us.
Yeah, it's a hold on Dodge City, so they decline the penalty. So the 2-point conversion fails. 7:26 left, 4th quarter. Texas 46, Dodge City 41 on Z98. Three plays, 29 yards in 2 minutes. Josh Floyd, his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. This one from 11 yards out. They miss on the 2-point conversion. And the Texas lead 46-41. An end-over-end Fambro kick to Solomon. Fields it at the 1-yard line. Up the middle to the 5, out across the 10. Leaps over a man 15. Spins off the tackle and is finally belted at the 16-yard line. Quinshad Collins and Ja'Cory Quarterman bring him down, they'll push him out to the 17. It's a 16-yard return. Dodge City down 5.
And I tell you what, I understand what Ricky Birch is doing and trying to get the fans fired up here. He's one of the owners, along with Chris Boyce. Joy Ponder on top of that. Nice little crowd here this evening. What a beautiful day, spectacular day, Mike. Saw people out walking, riding horses, riding bicycles, motorcycles, cars with rag tops, had them down also on convertibles. Absolutely gorgeous day.
Temperatures in the mid-80s.
For March.
Wow. Nobody's complaining. Dodge trying to heat up the defense inside. 1st and 10, Texas. Up 5 at their own 17. Kent under center. Back to throw. Pumps left. Comes back to the right. Airs one down the sideline, incomplete. Thomas and Reese had their feet tangled as Reese hit the deck at the goal line. No flag. It's 2nd down and 10.
Boy, they send 2 receivers, one on both sides, just right straight down the sidelines. And really, we had them well covered both sides. Nice job there by the defense.
Clock continues to run. 6:30 and counting, 4th quarter. 46-41 Texas. 2nd and 10 Revolution at their own 17. Robert Kent, 21 of 33, 234 yards, 5 touchdowns. Not bad for the 34-year-old quarterback on his 12th professional team. Out of the shotgun on 2nd and 10 with 4 receivers. Takes a chest-high snap. Whistles will blow this play dead. A flag down.
And there's that delay, Mike. He delays just a little bit. Seems like he gives his receivers maybe that extra step or 2 to get on down before the ball is snapped.
False start, 11th penalty, 84 yards against the Revolution. 2nd and 15, Texas at their own 12 with 6:04 to play in the 4th. Ball resting on the left hash. Texas moving from right to left. A team that went 3-11 last year in their last year in the IFL. Jordan Brown, who has a 29-yard touchdown run, split to the left. Empty set, Kent under center. Takes the snap, here comes the blitz. Kent rolls right at the numbers 10, tucks it under and runs, breaks the tackle 15-20. And he's out near the 23-yard line like a bowling ball, just bouncing off one tackler and another. Ja'Cory Quarterman brings him down. Gain of 12 to the 24. It's 3rd and 3.
Boy, another foot. And that would have been a sandwich by George and Green. And the meat of that would have been Kent. But Kent was just able to squeeze out of that as George and Green run into each other and get on down the field. Nice little carry there by Kent.
Texas 9 of 12 on 3rd down. 3rd and 3 for their own 24. Guyton, Reese, and Haggerty all left. Kent back to throw. Little pitch out. Taken by Reese. Runs up the left sideline. And he's out of bounds at the Dodge City 22. He only needed 3. He gains 4. And a Texas first down.
It's going to be short.
Well, then they pushed it back. He had to get to the 22 for a first down. And they did get the stop. They mark him at the 23. Initially, it looked like he made the yard to gain, but now it's 4th and 1.
Mike, you may have to be thinking about Jordan Brown on a play like this. Did we get a timeout?
Texas called a timeout with 4:26 left here in the 4th. 4th down and 1. 4:26 left in the 4th. It has been a game here in the second half where Texas has scored on every single possession. Since missing the field goal in the second quarter, they have scored on all 4 of their previous possessions in this second half, and they lead it 46-41. Dodge has countered themselves, answering every call, but they have not been able to get a stop. And what looked like it was a first down, they actually backed it up to the 24, so 4th and a long yard and a half.
Stay home for the hard count. But you might be thinking of, like I said, I would think George Brown, but if they go with an overload, all receivers on one side, that's why I've got to worry about a bootleg going the opposite direction.
4th and 1 at the Dodge City 24. Play clock is yet to start. Now they'll roll it. Jordan Brown, the single setback. Some extra beef up front. Kent turns, hands for Brown. Running right, that is shut down with a flag down. He didn't get the first down.
But this may come to an illegal defense.
Did they have an extra linebacker in the tackle box? And it's going to go against Dodge City. They got the stop, but this is going to be a first down on an illegal defense. One official saying offsides. Either that or he has just his hands on his hips, but still waiting for the call.
See, Sean can't go in there and talk to the officials.
It's called on Rico Brooks and an automatic first down.
That's okay, ladies and gentlemen. You see what the effect of your voice can.
Now, normally it's not an automatic first down, but since it was a 1 yard to go situation, moves the chains, and now Texas can eat more of the clock. And they got the stop. They had dropped Brown for a yard loss. Clock at 4:20. 1st and 10 Revolution at the Dodge 19. Haggerty right. Reese, who has 3 touchdowns in the game, to the left. Godden in a slot right. Kent out of his shotgun with Brown to his right. Dodge City showing blitz. Here they come. Misdirection handoff to Brown right up the middle, and he's tackled by Cashman Thomas and Lou Van Green at the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 5. It'll be 2nd down and 5.
Good job of making the first man miss, but Dodge City did a great job rallying to the football and making that tackle. But again, right now, Mike, like I said, they're going to try to use as much clock as they can, take their time.
Texas over 300 total yards, 334. And now a 2nd and 5. Play clock at 10. Game clock at 3:22. Revolution leading 46-41. 2nd and 5 at the law 14. Kent under center. Hard snap count. Straight back to throw. On a slant. Caught by Reese at the 6. Twisting and turning to the 5. And he's wrapped up by Quarterman, but not before he gains 9 yards and a Revolution first down.
All they did, Mike, was just go downfield, made a cut coming across the middle. Like I said, when you're out there on an island, the receiver knows the play, defensive back does not know the play. So he's got to play off the receiver. Receiver makes that cut. Cashman's right there on that play. The thing is, a nice pass, able to hit the guy right in the numbers.
1st and goal from the 5. Texas 46, Dodge 41. Revolution moving from right to left. Kent letting the play clock wind all the way down. It's at 10. Brown is the single setback. Kent under center. Godden and Haggerty split right. Reese to the left. Kent takes the snap. Hands it off to Brown. Started wide left. Cuts it back to the right. George, Lou Van Green, and Rico Brooks wrap up the ball carrier. And Dodge City's going to start using timeouts in front of the 90-second warning. No gain. It's 2nd and goal.
Boy, Mike, what a great battle out here. You watch Cash down here and Reese going after each other. Boy, that's been a fun deal. 2 great athletes.
2nd down and goal, Dodge City uses their first of 3 timeouts with 2:20 to play. You can hold on to your timeouts as long as you can, but right now you got to get a stop. And you want to leave yourself enough time. But you also, if you get a stop and score, of course we're thinking 5 steps ahead, you don't want to leave enough time for Texas, who has moved the ball at will, scoring on all 4 of their previous possessions here in the second half. Now a 2nd and goal from the 5. Revolution 46, Law 41. Texas at the Dodge City 5-yard line on the left hash, moving from right to left. Lou Van Green, Jamar Seard, who's got hands on his hips, and Marquise George make up the front line. Rico Brooks, Ja'Cory Quarterman, the linebackers. Love, Sterling, and Cashman Thomas in the secondary. 2nd and goal from the 5 with 4 receivers, 3 right, 1 left. They motion Fudge from right to left, play action, back to throw. Fudge wide open, dropped the pass up the right sideline. He had what he wanted, but Fudge, the pass was right there on his left shoulder, but he had a twist and turn at the last second, and the ball went off his fingertips into the seats. It's 3rd and goal.
That is a tough play. We've seen that play a lot in this game. Just bring the guy right across, reach right in front of the quarterback, the running back does, fakes to him, and then looks straight downfield, and then all of a sudden goes right to the outside out there. Ball was just a little bit high.
3rd and goal from the 5. 1:45 left here in the 4th. They have to snap it. At a 1-second differential, game clock to play clock. And now the Revolution will call a timeout with 1:32 to play. So I'm not exactly sure why you would call timeout there. Now here's the only thing I can think of. There was a second differential between the play clock and the game clock. The clock stops for the 90-second warning, but he had to snap it at 1:31, otherwise it would have been a delay of game. And maybe Wendell Davis thought, hey, I want to get something quality off before the 90-second warning.
But he had 1 second also when they were pulling up there to go for the snap too, and I don't know if Wendell thought that they were going to get the snap off, take that 5-yard penalty or not.
Dodge City has 2 timeouts, Texas with 1 left. 1:32 remaining in the 4th, 46-41 Revolution. They have it at the Dodge 5 and a 3rd and goal. That same play where they fake the handoff and then the running back leaks out has led to a couple of different scores here tonight. Cameron Young is an eligible tight end to the right.
And I tell you what, Mike, this scares me right here on a bootleg.
3rd and goal, play action. Kent rolls to the near side, fires, and it's broken up. Knocked away by Quarterman at the goal line. It'll be 4th and goal after the 90-second warning. 1:27 left. 4th and goal, Texas, when we come back, up 5 on Z98. Fourth and goal, Texas up 5. With 1:27 to go from the Dodge 5. 4 receivers, Kent under center. Takes the snap, here comes the blitz and a false start. This will be a false start against the Revolution.
Mike, the previous play, what I call an overload, they set everybody up on the other side. The running back goes that side too. He did that fake pitch. Honestly, it won't be said in any newspaper or television or whatever. We had a great defensive play on that. We had guys all over that place and able to knock it down. Really love it.
False start puts it back to the 10 with 1:27 left in the 4th. 46-41 Revolution. They have a 4th and goal from the 10. Texas on the night on 4th down is 0 for 3. They're going to bring in Mo Young as an extra defensive back. Young, Sterling, Love, and Thomas. 4 receivers, 4th and goal from the 10. Kent straight back to throw. Fires incomplete. Out of the back right corner of the end zone. He was looking for Cotton. Mark Sterling in coverage. And Dodge takes over 1st and 10 at their own 10.
And here it is. You asked for your defense to stand up and make a play, and you just got it.
1:25 remaining, and Dodge has 2 timeouts. And they have 40 yards to go. Remember, they missed that 2-point conversion. If they would have converted that, all they would need is a field goal on this drive. And now Josh Floyd will direct the offense. 9 of 13, 119 yards and 2 touchdowns. 1:25 remaining, Dodge trailing 46-41.
And Kentucky wins by 2. 38-0. How does that happen? Great job, Kentucky.
Vincent wide left. Mo Young and Jeffrey Cameron join him in a slot. Floyd out of the gun, takes the snap. Quick screen for Vincent. Up the left sideline, and he is drilled. right at the 9, might have lost a yard. Coming up to make the stop was Jeff Willis, 2nd and 11.
Boy, very seldom you'll see one guy bring Vincent down, but that time ball just got there just as he turned to go, man. There was nothing.
2nd and 11 from the 9, a minute to play. Floyd takes the shotgun snap. They drop 5. Wants the bomb. Airs one deep for Cameron out of the end zone. Right down the middle. And it's 3rd down. Walton had the coverage.
All right. Got to keep first downs. Got to be thinking about that in your mind right now, but got to be thinking Mo Young on this also, Mike. See, and this is where Davis being out of this ball game might hinder us also because of his great speed.
3rd and 11. Dodge with 2 timeouts, trailing 46-41 with 57 seconds, have it at their own 9.
I wouldn't mind getting an isolation with Carson out of the backfield. That's be a quick one.
Carson on the left hip of Floyd. Young left. Cameron and Vincent to the right. 2 in high motion. Floyd takes the shotgun snap. Here comes the blitz. Fires left, and it's caught by Young. First down to the 23. Working on Cody Berry. It's a gain of 14, and the clock stops to move the chains.
Great job by the offensive line, and a nice throw there by Floyd.
Floyd's 10th completion of the game, a big one. 52 seconds remaining. They push it back to the 22, so it's a 12-yard gain. 1st and 10, Dodge City. 52 seconds. Vincent wide left, outside the numbers. Young and Cameron to the right. Carson to the right of Floyd. Right foot in front of his left, takes the shotgun snap. 3-man rush, steps up in the pocket, rolls to his right, takes off 25-20. 15-10, dancing at the 5, and he's in! George Floyd down the sideline. A 27-yard touchdown run. And for the first time tonight, here in the second half, Dodge City has the lead.
Wow, what a great job there by Josh Floyd. Hats off to the Revolution because they did a great job defensively with the defensive backs back there covering our receivers. Floyd didn't see anything. Mikey takes off and made a couple nice little moves. Then he gets downfield, Mike. Picks up some couple blocks down there to seal the corner and able to get right on in there. What a great carry.
You gotta go for 2 here because an extra point does you nothing. If you go for 2 and make it, it makes it a 3-point game. And then you put the onus on the special teams unit of Texas. Offense stays on the field. Floyd in the shotgun sends 2 in high motion. Back to throw, spins to his left. Plants, pumps, fires, deflected, almost intercepted. It was caught off the carom. They're going to say it's trapped by Carson, so the 2-point conversion fails. 42 seconds left in the 4. Dodge 47, Texas 46 on Z98. Dodge City gets the 4th down stop, and it only takes them 4 plays to take the lead for the first time in the second half. Now Fambro will kick it away. He's teeing it up the left side numbers at the 5. Takes a hop at the 15, fielded at the 5 by Solomon. Running to the near side left 15, spins off a tackle to the 20. A 15-yard return as Brandon Benson makes the special teams tackle.
Boy, got a great bounce back there too. We talked about playing center field. Ball comes bounding out to you. You come charging at it. Ball bounces up for you. You're able to make the throw in the second base, or even third base on a guy going from second to third. perfect bounce right there as he was coming forward, able to get that extra yardage. It's one of those deals, Mike, that you want one of those balls to bound over him, bounce to the side of him, make him go dig it out. Good field position.
Dodge 47, Texas 46, 37 seconds to play. 1st and 10 Revolution at their own 20-yard line. They have one timeout remaining. Haggerty right, Fudge, and Reese to the left. 2 in high motion. Kent under center, takes the snap, fires to the far side right. It's caught. Sliding grab made by Godden at the Dodge City 16 in front of Quinshad Collins. Gain of 14 and a 1st down.
Oh, Love's helmet came off. He may have to come out of the game. We'll see this.
A strike from Kent. And Dodge City's going to use a timeout. They have one remaining. You think about all the plays tonight, they've all been quick hitters, except you have to go all the way back to that first scoring drive for Texas where they hit on that 37-yard pass play. But everything else, Ross, has been set up by screens and crossing patterns. It's not very often where we are seeing Kent drop back 7 steps and fire darts 40 or 50 yards downfield.
Where he has a chance to sit back there for a 4 or 5 count, Mike. He's just getting the football, making their little moves out there, and just giving that opportunity to get yardage after the catch.
Now, Dodge City just used the timeout. They have one remaining. 1st and 10, Revolution down 1 with 33 seconds at the Dodge 17. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Press man coverage on the outside. Kent under center. Takes the snap. Pumps left. Comes back to the right. Pass is caught by Fudge, and he's hit immediately and tackled by Quinshad Collins. No gain. In fact, he might have lost a half a yard. It's 2nd and long. And now the Revolution are going to have to burn a timeout. They are now out of timeouts.
Gormley got up just a little bit slowly as he was downfield, tried to make a block down there, but he's back in the huddle now.
Darius Fudge, who made that last catch back in 2009, became just the 6th player in indoor history to rush for over 900 yards and score 30 touchdowns in a season. It was his rookie year with Wichita, the Wichita Wild. He's a veteran of the indoor game. He came in with a league-leading 9 touchdowns. 2nd and 11, Revolution down 1, 47-46 with 25 seconds. Texas at the Dodge 17. Cameron Young, an eligible tight end, 4 receivers, 2 either way. Kent under center. Takes the snap, 4-man rush. Off his back foot, fires to the end zone, it's caught. Touchdown, Haggerty. 17 yards as he beats Deshaun Love. And Texas grabs the lead back, 52-47 with 20 seconds to play.
Wow, just a nice pass at right time. Just get it right over the top of Love. That's just a good little move.
Off his back foot, they came on the blitz, and the blitz has burned them all night. Might call Kent the Tom Brady of the indoor game because he lives to face the blitz. Now they'll go for 2. If he makes it, it makes it a 7-point game. 20 seconds to play. Dodge will still have one timeout remaining. Kent, a pitch back, right to Kent, and he stood up. Will not get there. But with 20 seconds left, Dodge now trails 52-47 on Z98. It's the game now, 52-47. Dodge now trailing by 5. Dominique Carson, they switch places, him and Cashman Thomas.
I like the call.
Carson will act as one of the up men. That last drive for the Revolution. 3 plays, 30 yards in 22 seconds. They take the lead back. 52-47 with 20 seconds. Solomon will kick it away. A squib off the hands of Jamie January, fielded by Carson at the 20. Down the sideline, there he goes. 15 and down to the 12. Making a touchdown-saving tackle was Jordan Brown. It's a return on the play for Carson of 16 yards.
Wow, Mike, I tell you what, he's got great speed. I like making that little switch right there. Able to try to get the ball in his hands, and he gets down there, Mike makes a nice little spin move. He's so quick. Now we've got, I'm going to say that we've got 2 legit shots here.
52-47 Revolution, 1st and 10 Law. At the Texas 12 with 13 seconds. Dodge has 1 timeout.
Josh has got to realize about the clicking talk. I mean, the ticking clock going off in his head right here. Can't take that much time back here.
Now they're saying no timeouts for Dodge City. 3 receivers, Floyd out of the shotgun. Takes the snap, 3-step drop, fires, left, has a man, Cameron is in! Touchdown Dodge City with 9 seconds to play. It's Floyd to Cameron, 12 yards, and Dodge back in front, 53-52.
Wow, Mike, and that was basically not exactly what they run, but we did that little drag. I'm just going to call it drag across the middle. Wide open. What a nice little throw right there. Great play call. And Jeffrey Cameron coming across there, man, you got to like that. Wow.
Gonna go for 2. You have to again. It's 53-52 Dodge City with 9 seconds. And remember, Texas is now out of timeouts.
I've told you, Mike, I've seen a lot in arena football, which is just a blast. But boy, it just keeps amazing me the more stuff I see.
3 receivers right, Floyd out of the gun, sends 2 in high motion, takes the snap, handoff for King Jack Washington, hit at the 1, falls forward off left guard, and the 2-point conversion is good. King Jack gets to his feet and fires a fist pump, and Dodge City has a 3-point lead, 55-52 with 9 seconds to play on Z98. Seconds to play here in the 4th alongside Ross Miller, Mike Pilosoff. Dodge up 55-52. Short kick to Solomon at the 10. Runs right to the 15, and he's hit there at the 17 by Quinshad Collins. A 12-yard return. Texas out of timeouts. They'll have 1 shot towards the end zone.
Going to be an interesting call here by Sean if whether or not you're going to allow Kent to sit back in the pocket and try to throw one deep. Generally, when they've been trying to go deep, I think that we've been more effective by bringing a linebacker right up the middle, but that frees up a player. Do you have confidence in your D-backs and safeties to make that open field tackle?
1st and 10 Texas, 5 seconds out of timeouts. They trail 55-52. And a classic here at the United Wireless Arena. Without their kicker, they can't go for a field goal. Not that they can't, the likelihood is they won't. Robert Kent has had himself a game, 6 touchdown passes, 4 receivers under center. Straight back to throw. Lobs one, jump ball, in the end zone, incomplete. Cashman Thomas knocked it away from Haggerty, and that's it. Dodge City survives 55-52. Haggerty had the ball as he was on his back on the backboards. It went off his fingertips, off his chest, and then Cashman Thomas swipes it out of bounds, and the Law wins it 55-52.
Man, love the defensive call because we got Quarterman sitting right there as soon as the ball snapped. He's headed right up the middle, going after Kent. Kent had to get rid of it, made a nice pass. Thing is that we had a great defensive coverage on that, Mike. I talked about this in the pregame. Every game you talk about being a big win. This is a huge win here. We got one last week, and now we get one here at home against a very good team, against the Revolution, and now we go get to look at Salina. But man, what a great game. They ever come back and come back and come back. A little doubt, this crowd was out of it. Out of it. Defense comes right back in there and able to get things going. Offense gets to clicking. Boy, fourth quarter was a show.
Whole second half was a show.
Wow.
Dodge City couldn't get a stop. 4 possessions for Texas. They scored on all 4 of them, but on the 5th one, on a 4th down pass play that went out of the end zone, Dodge got their chance. A couple of misplays on 1st and 2nd down, but they get a 1st down on 3rd down to Mo Young, and then on the very next play, Josh Floyd rumbles up the sideline for 28 yards and a touchdown. Texas comes right back and scores. You've got 20 seconds to play. Dodge now trailing. And they answer back. They answer the bell. First of all, a squib kick fielded by Carson, returned down to the 12. And the very next play, it's Floyd to Jeffrey Cameron. Makes the catch and strolls into the end zone. And then it's only fitting that the final play of the game, Haggerty had it. Going to his back on the back wall. Has it off his hands. Bounces off his chest. And then Cashman Thomas just knocks it away. And Dodge City takes a deep, deep sigh of relief.
Well, you know what? This is a great job because this team didn't quit, and that's one thing that you really got to like about the DC Law. They continue to focus in, Mike, and continue to play hard and play hard. The defense did a good job. I mean, I know that, you give up these many points at 52, able to get the yards that they got, but really, I really like the play call of what both coaching staffs were able to put out here right now. Wendell Davis did a great job, but Sean, I tell you what, Sean Ponder called a hell of a game right here going in that fourth quarter, man. I tell you what, and then Josh Floyd, MVP of this ball game, did a great, great job also completing the passes, throwing them on the numbers. Offensive line did their work. Great job by the D-backs, wide receivers. I mean, like I said, this is a team effort, and I tell you, you know what, if you had enough of them, man, you just give the whole MVP trophy to the entire team. Very good job. Great win.
Dodge City wins it 55-52. Our post-game show is next on Z98.
game is not over until it's over.
All right, back on our post-game show, alongside Ross Miller, Mike Pilosoff, in a game that didn't seem like it would favor Dodge City late in the second half. They couldn't get a stop defensively. They finally did on a 4th down play. Come back and score. We had more fireworks in the final 2 minutes than we did in the previous 58. Now we bring in the winning head coach, Sean Ponder. Okay, you beat Sioux City at home. I'm just going to venture to say this. This Texas team is probably more talented than Sioux City. They're faster on defense. They had you guys sweating bullets most of the night, but you came out on top. Some big plays down the stretch.
Well, our guys, they just played lights out tonight. You know, when we had to make plays, we made plays at the end there. And, you know, this crowd here is just unbelievable. And our Dodge City fans, they're the best in the league, hands down.
Not gonna disagree.
No, there's no disagreeing. This place was loud and rocking, and you know they didn't know on the snap count, and obviously you know great play by Jeffrey Cameron. We set up a lot of stuff, and then all of a sudden he came wide open, and Josh Floyd, what a great game he had, just unbelievable.
Let's go back to the crowd because remember they were driving. You had to get that stop. They had it at the 5, and then they get a false start, which was a direct result of the crowd. But let's go to your quarterback, Josh Floyd, made great decisions. You talked about this 2 weeks ago. You said he needs to run more. Well, he did that tonight.
Oh, he did that, and he did that a little bit more of it. I mean, unbelievable. Superman was set free tonight, and he throwing the ball, running the ball. He looked like, the guy that we thought he can always be, and, he's really starting to get his flow. And offensive line, we were dinged up, and nobody knows. I mean, Mac Randall didn't practice all week. He was actually in the emergency room. His back completely seized up. Kyle McManus had a sprained ankle. Those guys right there up front to block as well as they did on this defensive line, unbelievable. And I got to buy those guys a steak dinner.
And I'm just going to sneak in because that's what I do.
Yeah.
When you're buying them a steak dinner, I'll be there as well.
Absolutely. Hey, no problem. I throw it in there, no problem. Put it on the DC Law tab.
Sean Ponder, head coach, the DC Law, joining us. A dramatic 55-52 win. Floyd, by the way, 12 of 17, 143 yards, 3 touchdowns. Also ran it 12 times for 52, 3 touchdowns. His big one was that 28-yarder that gave you guys the lead for the first time in the second half. Let's go to your defense. They had 4 possessions to begin the second half. They scored on all 4 of them. The 5th one is when you got the stop. Ja'Cory Quarterman said it after the game last week. We struggled. This was against San Angelo. But when our defense needs to make a play, I will bet 10 times out of 10 that we will make it, and they did it here tonight. So I want to get your assessment of what you saw maybe was wrong with the defense, or was it more credit to what Texas was doing, and how big were those stops at the end of the game?
Well, I got to give my hats off to Wendell. He called a great game. He put me in a lot of bad situations with what I was calling on defense. I probably in the first half put our defense in some bad situations and didn't get an opportunity to be successful. We made some switches in the second half, and it's a chess match, and luckily we weren't behind too much. Only 1 score, and we were able to capitalize and make the stop when we needed to. So hats off to those guys for sticking in. I mean, they were frustrated in the locker room, and I just told them to settle down and just play hard, and they did exactly what we asked. So just unbelievable performance. I just can't. I'm out of breath. I'm dying right now. I could fall asleep right here. I'm so tired.
On a night where Kentucky was down late, they came back to win. You guys were down late. You come back to win. 55-52, Dodge City wins. Being joined by Sean Ponder. All right. 3-1. Did this game remind you a lot of the Amarillo game?
At times it did, yeah. I mean, they were doing a lot of things that really just messed us up defensively, and getting some of the empty sets with that jet motion and handing them the ball and then faking and throwing. A lot of those plays that, we weren't really prepared for, to be honest with you, and I got to do a better job coaching, but the players just stuck in there and just kept playing hard.
All right, how is Mac? Because I know it looked like he tightened up again towards the end of the game.
Yeah, he was hurting. He was hurting. I gotta take my hat off to him because he's playing hurt the whole time, and you just don't realize how much pain that kid was in. I mean, he couldn't even move. I mean, we had to take him in the emergency room on Thursday because everything was stiffing up, and for him to come out and play like he did, unbelievable. I'll tell you what, the one thing I will say is I made the switch just before the game, and I really don't like making switches because we were planning on sitting Mac. And I talked to Billingsley, and I said, hey, son, I think this is what we need to do. And he looked at me and said, Coach, that's okay. It's what's best for the team. And just a complete team player. So Billingsley did play tonight because Mac was going to play to protect us on the offensive line. And, you got to give credit where credit's due, and that's a team player. And Michael Billingsley right now has all my respect in the world.
Well, I'm going to let you go on this. I want you to give us how do you calm yourself down now? Because now you got to go on the road to take on Salina.
I don't think I'm going to calm down until Wednesday. I'll tell you, after Josh ran that ball with me and my Achilles tendon, having a torn Achilles tendon in rehab, and I ran faster down the sidelines, high-fiving the fan, than I ever have. I'm sure if Dr. Ashback was here, he probably would have yelled at me because I'm not supposed to be doing that. But that was just an unbelievable play, and guys just receivers blocking and coaching staff just coaching their butts off. So unbelievable, just all-around team effort.
Well, congratulations. It's going to make our bus ride to Salina a little bit more pleasant on Saturday night.
I mean, I feel like I'm on like 20 Red Bulls right now. I'm on cloud nine, boy.
Well, people don't know your pregame routine. You actually do drink 20 Red Bulls.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, well, 19. I saved the last one for after the game.
we fetched them last year in Tulsa, so we know. Coach, congratulations.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Sean Ponder joining us here on our postgame show. Dodge wins it tonight, 55-52. Huge victory as the Law improved to 3-1. Plenty more to come on our postgame show. We have our final game highlights, our final stats. We'll check our out-of-town scoreboard. That's all next on Z98.